Somebody's got pulled over. You gotta say, oh, say, oh, oh, get off me. Freaking bug flying in my face. What y'all think about that here? Just going on a walk. Chill Friday night for me. I don't think I got many plans right now. Maybe tomorrow I will. Today, I'm just more chill. So, figured I'd come out here and talk to y'all for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, keep it simple. Got nothing too exciting right now. So, head is kind of sore from getting these locks in. Do. Do. Let me take my people. Hold on. Where you from, dear Ox? Where you from? Oh, make me feel like I'm an intelligent brother with some glasses. It's like the jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep going on. Look, I don't look threatening when I wear glasses. You can't take people in glasses serious. They ain't no threat. If you walking around minding their own business, you would not suspect. Honestly. It's just a brother minding my business with some glasses. About to go do intelligent white people things. Yeah. Solomon Islands. Where is those at? Why have I heard that, but I don't know where that is? Oceana. I heard that place. I'm American. I can't tell you where stuff is. Americans are stupid. You wouldn't happen to be somebody in here that I had to throw out of here with a fake profile, are you? I've been on their case for a minute. Start making y'all do the credit check pass or something. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, just thinking about that after you get your hair done, man. Your head be sore. I don't know if it's just me because I'm tender-headed, but your head do be kind of sore, man. They braid it tight too. And I'm like, ouch. Scalp be like seasoning, like salty. Well, dun, 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 dun. Well, hope y'all enjoying your Friday. What's up, Marie? Show did. Got the hair did. I got the barrel twist. I added some more blonde in it, you see, like that longer blonde or whatever. Got the blonde like King Von. Yeah, went ahead and got them done. Redid, got me per glass. It was mama's actually. She said she got plenty of these in the house. So I put them on, boy. I started reading my taxes. I said, look at me, boy, I done turned into a white person. I done turned into somebody from Milano. Like, it ain't bad. Said, I look like I do your taxes for you for $59.99. Sure do. Take them off. Street player. Put them on. Businessman. Hi, I'd like to get a mocha latte. I'd like to get a mocha latte from Starbucks. Yeah. What you say, nigga? Like, oh, sorry about that, sir. I didn't mean to accost you in any way. He's like white words. Did I? Who really accosted this man? Like, hey man, who whooped this nigga? What y'all do to him? Like split personalities. Like, you know what, man? I'm finna knock your face in. Put hair to hair, put the glasses on me. Oh, well, I'm terribly sorry, sir. I didn't mean to offend you anyway. They be saying accosted, bro. That's a funny word. Who verbally accosted this man? Like, who says that? Who says that lingo? People that want white people money say that. When you want better credit, you'll say stuff like that. I know as my credit score goes up, my language changes. It goes from deep Southern to actual, like, proper. I lose the accent, the lingo, all of that. Nobody's gonna take somebody with glasses as a serious threat. It's funny to see somebody with glasses. It's just like, I don't I don't take you serious. Mm, mm. Ow. It's caught on this keychain sometimes. Makes me feel proper. It makes me feel special. Hey, brother. Don't worry. The brother who's losing, couple of brothers who's losing their wife because they won't be good husbands. Don't worry. You mad because they watch me. Don't worry. Steve got his hair done today. They're definitely gonna be watching Steve. And now that Steve has a pair of white people glasses, they're definitely watching Steve even more. The best of both worlds. Ghetto and meadow. Oh, hi, honey. How are you doing today? I was thinking we can go for a verbal talk and walk in the park. Like, say, shawty, what's good with you, man? You ready to go out here and get some of this grub, some of this hubbub? You feel me? Oh, speaking slang and proper. Slapper. White women can't resist them. Black women can't keep their hands off of them. And Mexican women can't stop speaking Espanol for the Negro. I was telling my hairstylist today because she was like, I was telling her about like how we go out, how we used to go out and stuff. We was talking about the dating scene or whatever, and how somebody do be weird. And she was like, I said, yeah, man, I was around this one dude, man. I said, he was cool with me, but he was seeing one of my friends at the time, and he cheated on her and did her wrong, and she found out, and she left him. And so I said every week, man, every time this guy's on my social media, you know what I'm saying? He was always like, hey man, who you with here? Who you with, bro? He knew when he saw me, she was gonna be there. And I said, he was doing this for 3 years. She said, that's crazy. She said, wait. She said, did you take his girl? I said, no. I said, no, I'm not like that anymore. I said, no, I'm not like it. I said, nah, man. I said, even when he was cool with her, like he was cool with me because he knew I ain't that type of dude. Everybody, all the dudes that got girls that be around me, they know I ain't like it. I ain't that type of dude. I ain't never hit nobody's girl. I know, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never did that. So I said, no, he was cool with me. I said, no, I ain't never took no man girl. I said, I don't think he would be the type of person you would want to take a girl from. Like this guy, he's a what I heard, he's a blood member. He's a street nigga. So I don't think you want to take people like that as girls. You know what I'm saying? I said he knew it. That's why he was cool with me. Like I said, they don't be paranoid about no girls being around Steve. You know what I'm saying? Because they know Steve ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But them other dudes, they worried about it. They don't like her around no other guys, man. You should see they tone change, bro. That's what's funny. He's like, nah, man, I don't want her around no girls, man. And she be like, well, he's like, I don't want her around no dudes at all. And then you hear she's like, I'm around Steve. And he's like, okay, cool. Tell him I said what's up. You know, I said, what's up, homie? What's up, bro? All right, cool. Cause they know I ain't like it. I ain't trying to get your girl. I was like, bro, I knew them before y'all was even a thing. Now back on my intelligence side. By G. Willikers, the weather says it's gonna be 76 tomorrow. I'm the safe black, the token black that y'all be around. Like, what's up, bro? It might be these type of dudes that think that they white, the proper black men, or what do they think they proper, who think that they white. Like the way they say black women, they like black women. Like you ever notice how they say black women is different? See those black women. It's like, sure, I'll date a black woman as long as she's intelligent, she's nice. None of that ghetto behavior. None of that ghetto stuff. Uh, I like to make myself believe. Same hairstylist today. she said, you know what's funny? She said, one time, I think it was recently, a while back, I came in there to set my appointment. And so it was a woman in there. And she was like, she had told the woman that I was single, and the woman got a daughter, like around my age or whatever. And she was like, she said, I got a confession to make. She said, I've been telling this woman about you. I said, wait, what? she said, you're just such a handsome man and stuff. She was like, I've been telling this woman about you. And her daughter is around like your age or whatever. And she was like, she a nice little chocolate thing. she said, she said, she's like, yeah, she said her name is such and such. I was like, I said, why y'all trying to set people up for? Why y'all do that? She said, I told her next time I see you, I'd ask you. She said, yeah, she said she saw you coming here one day. And they just got to talk. But see, people talk about me, man. They just be getting to talk about me. They was like, I think they was like, he's a good guy. He's in church. You know what I'm saying? He's in ministry. You know, he's a musician. You know what I'm saying? Got his priorities straight. And so she was like, oh yeah, I think somebody will be good for him. You know what I'm saying? And she said, yeah, the girl don't got no idea behind her back. They going behind her back too doing it. I'm like, don't be trying to set people. Don't be doing that. People have always tried to set me up my whole life. Don't do that stuff. I was like, bro, I don't know people. She said, so I told her the next time I see you, I'll ask. I was like, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. I said, bro, please don't do the anonymous, like trying to set people up stuff. I don't like that stuff. Like, it's funny because again, I don't even pay attention to people like that. So the fact that people pay attention to you like that, it's like, oh, I would love to see you with somebody. Like, I didn't even know you was even on that. I didn't know you was even looking at stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's funny, but it's kind of like, okay. I'd like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. I love my hair, man. But we say her. Like, we don't say hair. I love my hair. We say, I love my hair. Like, say there. Like, we don't say, are you there? We say, are you there? Where you at? I can't hear you. Like, I can't hear you. We Southern. We don't say our ERs the right way. We don't say, like, here. Like, hey, I'm over here. I say, hey, man, I'm over here. There we go. My thing just messed up. There we go. There we do. Hello, Friday night. It's pretty cool. Do-do-do. I like to make myself believe the planet Earth turns slowly. I'm gonna play it on the piano, but that's a nice little song. Loving this color though, man. This color do look good. You feel me? Like I said, I'm just chilling on my Friday night, man. I ain't got no major plans. I just got me some soul food. I'm full. I can't tell, but I got a food belly right now, a baby, food baby. I said that peach cobbler did it, boy. Peach cobbler hit the spot. I said, yeah. I said I should have been working out harder in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, everybody feel bloated after they get to eating. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Oh, man, I got hiccups now. Okay. But what's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing on y'all Friday night, man? What y'all got going on, man? In Kentucky. Ah. Planet Earth turns slowly. Ooh. Well, come on, y'all. Start a conversation. Let's get it going. This ain't gonna be no boring live stream. I'd like to make myself believe planet Earth turns slowly. Trying to see I've been to New Orleans one time, and that's it. Who do y'all be, man? Y'all be some new people in here. Oh, y'all probably be the same weirdos I threw out of here before with some fake profiles. I wouldn't be surprised. I be watching how y'all word y'all words. Some people don't be, some people be giving themselves away. I'm like, dude, you sound just like the weirdo I threw out here the other day. Like, bruh. That's why I be telling people, like, I mean, even though you could take somebody else's picture, it don't really make a difference. But it's better to have somebody have a picture on their stuff, man, because when people be having these, like, plain letters or stuff, I'm like, yep. I said, that's one of those. Somebody came in one time, I had to throw them out. And they came in with another profile, and they sounded the exact same. I said, look at this Negro. Like, they sound the exact same. How much you pricing your beats for? I'm like, well, let's talk about your music. I'm like, bro, you sound just like the person that was in here being a freak about that stuff. Like, dude, I just threw you out of here. Some people just ain't got no life, man. They obsessed. Again, I ain't famous, man. I ain't even LeBron James, man. I'm nobody important. People really just do this. Ugh. Like, I know I'm super sexy and all, but dang, I ain't that sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to make myself believe. Man, Daddy ain't famous. He's just well known. We ain't famous. Famous is LeBron James. Famous is Donald Trump or Kim Kardashian. They're famous. We not famous. We just well popularly known. I don't like to consider famous. At least it's not the way I look at it. And if we are, believe me, I do not want that type of fame. I do not want this type of fame to be known for that. I do not want people that know it's like that. That's why about to go to Norway, man. Go to Norway and just be unknown. Just travel to each country to a place where nobody knows me. And in their own language, they can call me a special name. And be a legend in their streets. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that. I've asked everybody, man, that fame or popularity is extremely not what you want. It's good to be popular sometimes, but not for the wrong reasons. Definitely not for the wrong reasons. I like to make myself believe. Planet Earth turns slowly. Yeah, sometimes being widely known and being famous is just, I don't know how celebrities do it because I don't like your stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind being known, but, you know, you got to deal with weirdos and you got to deal with people that's just freaking, you know what I'm saying? It's always some rival competition, man. It's always some little down low nigga, some homosexual little nigga who wants to watch other men all day, want to get clout off your name. Or some stupid ghetto EBT queen trying to get clout off people's name, man. I swear it's always like that. That's what they trying to do with Daddy, man. Some ghetto EBT queen keep mentioning his name, trying to get clout off his name because she's too broke and too poor to go buy real food. Got to mention his name and stuff to get some money. I hate you stupid EBT queen Negroes. I can't stand y'all. I ain't never liked y'all. Yeah, I ain't never liked them niggas. Those old government cheese type weirdos. That's why we trying to tell people, I said, boy, people are so powerless, boy. When I put my fist in your face, it's going to be funny. I ain't no Gen Z. 90s, baby. That's why you usually see me not taking a lot of this crap, bro. I'm a 90s baby. I ain't stupid. Be listening to people. You know, 90s kids didn't listen to nobody. Gen Zers don't listen to nobody anymore. But I feel like they kind of slow. They listen to a little bit of anything. I don't listen to everything. So I said people, man, they be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody tried to say, I think they said after 97 or 98, that's when you're a Gen Zer. I said, man, I'm below 97, man. What you talking about? That's why I got common sense. I realize everybody on up is dumb. Most people stupid. Oh, shoot. You got my glasses. Well, ain't mine mama glasses, but you know what I'm saying? Stand these little niggas. So you got people, there's even some young ones, man. Dudes be around my age trying to give out the word. Like, boy, you suck at the word. You ain't got no seasoning in your life. Dude, shut up. You need about another good 15 years before you try to preach the word of God, your old EBT having stuff. So just understand when it comes to popularity and it comes to fame and whatever, you're going to have somebody wishing your downfall. There's always going to be an EBT queen somewhere. Or unemployed Floyd speaking on somebody. You know what I'm saying? See, before YouTube, people shut up and went to work. But I said after YouTube, everybody want to get YouTube famous. You feel me? So that's why I said everybody's stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's why they want to get on here and try to down people and talk crazy and stuff. It's like, nah. And that's why I said, like, nah, I let people know what's up. See, they can do that with other people on their platforms. People are kind of sensitive. Or people be kind of replying to them. I don't reply to niggas. I just let them know what's up. You feel me? I'm not like, well, hey, why would you say that? I'm just like, okay, well, that's why you stupid. And that's why you broke. And that's why you ugly. That's why you ain't got no calling because you done watching me. I'm extremely mean. I tell everybody I'm extremely mean. I don't like niggas. I ain't never like niggas, man. I don't like niggas bringing up my father's name. That'd be weird. They be them type of people that make you not even want to talk about the man. I'm trying to make myself believe. Where's my people, man? Where's my original people? Hold on, man. There we go. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slow. I don't know where all my peoples is right now, but they be late. They always be late, but it'd be like 30, 40 minutes they finally come in. That's who I like talking to anyways, my original people. Ouch. Planet Earth turns slowly. It's harder. It is Friday. I forgot. Everybody probably got plans or whatever. But I don't know. My Friday's pretty chill. Who pull up, who don't, whatever. I'm just gonna do this till I get off here. What was this? Get off me. Hopefully my people pull up, so it could be an interesting conversation here. People give me something to talk about. I don't know what they listening to. Well, let's just sit here until my original people get here. I go live a lot, so I know people probably catching up on the old live streams. I mean, everybody usually watches the stream after they done. That's when the views go up because people can't catch it right now because they be at work or whatever. Plus, like I said, I do go live a lot, so they can't catch every stream, obviously. For the ones who can, is the ones who can. Bugs, ugh. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Well, I would just wait. Do 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 do. Okay. So you three people just gonna be silent and not say nothing? These bugs. Ow. What's up, Denise? Finally, quality people here. Yes, it is. Just got my hair done today. See, you got some more blonde up in it. Got some more coloring up in there. Looking good. Want to have a conversation with the people. Appreciate it. I don't know where all my people's is. They be, oh, ain't gonna lie. Let's do Discord calls. Let's do that. And you do it. People be 11 minutes and 45 seconds late. It's like, dude, I ain't gonna stay on here if you're gonna be late. Chilling tonight. Good Friday chilling night. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot. I said, I feel good outside today. I'm chilling myself. You feel me? I can always get out here and go eat my food some more. Go watch my movies tonight. Boy, I be chilling in the crib by myself sometimes. Like, you know, me and mama. I can always go somewhere else and go do something else with somebody else. You feel me? Like, go be chilling. Yeah, honestly, you don't need all these publicity stunts and clubs and parties and all that type of stuff, man. But you could be content with yourself. You can chill by yourself. Real talk. You don't need to be a part of your stuff, man. And go to these little crazy lame parties anyways, man. People be sucking anyways. And that stuff ain't even fun, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love to go dancing every now and then. But, like, dancing is just, it depends, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't always feel like doing it. I don't even want to do that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, whose cat is this? Why is a cat on my porch, man? What's wrong with you? You better come get y'all cat, boy. Cat on somebody's random porch. I had a conversation with a bully at work. Really, what happened? Okay. Oh, what happened? What they end up doing? Anything crazy, extreme? Because you know how bullies at work be. And I never did like bullies at work. I would be the person that would bully the bully. I mess with everybody. I made a hard time for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a job I worked at where somebody wasn't crazy that I didn't get on their case. I always got on everybody's case. People be so scared to talk to, even the boss, they be scared to talk to the boss. I'm like, bro, I'm not scared to talk to you. You can't whoop me. You feel me? You ain't even got the power to fire me. You can't fire me for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Me voicing my opinion or me setting you straight for talking crazy to me is not a fireable offense. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I wish you would have. I wish even if you fire me, I get unemployment. It don't matter. I get to get unemployment, go home, play video games. Everybody want unemployment. So they can go home, play video games. They ain't gotta do nothing. Get off me. A nurse came over to my side and tried to yell at me like a child. They put me in charge instead of her, right? Can't take orders. You see how that goes? People can't take orders. And I went out my way to go right back and put my finger in her face and lead her the direct way she's supposed to be going in the first place. You shouldn't be over here. That's why I said I couldn't work in them type of work environments. My friend worked in the nursing field, and one of her friends got her fired. She had posted something about a serious thing that was going on, and her friend reported her, alleged friend reported her. She was really mad or jealous of her for some reason. What's up, Jose? And so she said, they was like, yeah, what you did was considered bullying. And they pretty much fired her for a post that she made on her own social media, off hours, you know what I'm saying? They fired the girl for no reason, you feel me? And then she found out it was her friend that got her fired. I said, girl, I'd have been waiting for her out in the parking lot. I'd have trashed and took her stuff. I said, you better than me. Because when I tell you, if you get me fired from a job, I'm going to give you the ultimate beatdown. You get an ultimate beatdown when you come out them doors. And they be like, well, no, let's just try. I'm like, no, I ain't working on no civil way. Like, no, people know what they be doing. They be wicked, trying to get you fired because hate you or something. And I said, well, I hope the beating that you about to get with it is very worth it. Because I say, when I beat you really good, I said, I want you to remember that. Go get something to drink. Yes, I love my rocking chairs. I know. My mama's rocking chair. Hang on. Yeah, you even see how coworkers be wanting to add you on social media and stuff. Like, man, I ain't add you, man. I don't talk no crap. They want to hit you up about work on off days, man. We don't talk to you about no work, man. We ain't even supposed to be at work. Some girl do that, man. She would call me on my Snapchat because she wanted something. Huh? Hold on, yes. I'll do it. I had some girl, man. She was calling me from her Snapchat because she was like, oh, I couldn't find you at work. So I called you. I said, girl, don't ever call me about no work stuff, man. What you think this is? I almost took off my social media for that. Like, girl, don't call me about no stupid work stuff. Talking about how long on lunch are you gonna be? And they're gonna call me. I said, excuse me? I never picked it up. I don't pick that stuff up. These things be shut. Come on, man. Here we go. Yeah, it'd be like people you may know. It's like no people I may work with. Those are people I work with. I don't know these niggas. Why they think you want to be cool with everybody you see online? I hate when they do that suggested contacts. Like, that's even weird. People add you off of suggested ads. That's weird to me. Like, for what? What you want to add me for? What you want to talk about? I think people be thinking y'all be friends. Like, bro, we are not friends like that. Nice. Oh, there we go. You know, I don't know nobody's gonna deal with your work drama. I don't think people realize, like, on the weekends, I'm not trying to talk about work. I ain't trying to talk about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how people get off after hours, go hang with each other and talk about work. Who they like and who they don't like. Like, man, I don't care about that fool. I don't have to be around them for 2 days, bro. Like, we off. You know what I'm saying? Who talks about work when they off? Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's cool with you when you the basic foot soldier. You know what I'm saying? When you a basic employee like them until you get favored, and then they call you teacher's pet or whatever they call people. I don't know. Then they mad at you and you think you all that. Like, no, I just want more money. I ain't never been teacher's pet at the job because I don't care about them. I just care about the money. Give me more money, dude. I ain't here to be no manager. I just want more money. Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I do be doing stuff with people outside of work, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I worked at some of these jobs, I would hang with people outside of work, but they was the real cool people. It wasn't the dramatic people I didn't like, you know what I'm saying? Because I tried that, and they was just, ugh. One girl bring her work problems with her, man, crying about some girl at work. Like, she just chose her boyfriend over me. I'm like, what does this got to do with anything? I'd rather you talk about work than talk about your boyfriend. Like, ugh. A lot of people be boring. Let me tag my people one more time. Mm, mm. Make some scampi and relax with a glass of wine. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Shoot, I'll be doing it too. Get into relaxing, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the best. You ain't got work. The next day, a couple of days after that, man, you get to just relax. You know what I'm saying? Having to be up early for work and having to deal with people. Ugh, I don't know how people do that stuff. I hated the work environment, man, the work field, you feel me? People just obnoxious. As I said, that job I was working when I started this channel, man, like, that job was the worst job I ever had, bro. It was so dramatic, man, and so problematic. For no reason, dude, you feel me? We had to work every day, man, except Sunday, and even Sunday was, like, voluntary. You could work if you wanted to. But we had to work every single day, nigga, like, you couldn't even get Saturday off. They talking about we work Saturdays too. I'm like, nigga, we only get one day off, and we barely even get time off. Them niggas had you there at 8 or something in the morning. You wouldn't be able to go home till like 6 p.m., dude. We had to go to these different events, man, and stay out there pretty much all day. And then when we would come back, we had to do a roundup. Like we had to count the money, and then we had to also what you got?
See,
Yeah.
who else can go with you in the morning? You need to
All right.
go early.
Yeah, I'll see.
No,
Yeah.
you need to.
Yeah. Let me call him.
Okay, I just talked to him.
But yeah. So let's see who's up, man. Contact. Hold on. Uh, but that job, man, we had to be there from like 8 to 6 in the afternoon, man. Like that stuff sucked. We had to do like a little roundup, and you had to do like a little quota, like a quota meeting or something. You know what I'm saying? And then they wanted to critique your performance and what you did wrong, blah blah. And then they was like, well, you can choose to stay even later than that. Sometimes people wouldn't get home till like 8 or 9 at night. Have to be up at 8 in the morning again. And it was all about building a business for yourself. Like, no, we wasn't, nigga. We was building a business for you. It's a pyramid scheme, man. They were sitting there getting people to build businesses off the back of them so they can make about 2% of whatever you make. You feel me? I ain't had no peace, man. You feel me? I still had to make time for the live streams because I was like, well, I still got a personal life. But I'm like, bro, I was barely even sleeping that much, man. I was barely even eating because I was always having a snack because I always had to go work. I always had to do stuff, man. After that, I said, man, forget y'all niggas, man. I ain't working for y'all no more. That job sucked. I ain't have no peace, man. I ain't have no relaxation, you know what I'm saying? That job was terrible, you feel me? I tell everybody, man, like, find a job that you love that's suitable for you. Now, do your calling, because when you work for these crap companies, man, like, they really do take it out of you. They take a lot out of you, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, hmm. Y'all notice YouTube is how I realize that now, man. A lot of people are having a problem with YouTube, like with the live streams and the videos. Like they said, their videos are not getting pushed out to people um, who the videos is for. You know what I'm saying? Like how YouTube used to tell everybody you was going live and stuff. YouTube don't do it no more. A lot of people telling me now, like they was like, I didn't even know you was even live. I didn't get a notification. Like YouTube is purposely doing that now. It won't even give people a notification now. I'm just like they sloppy with it, man. You know what I'm saying? They won't even give you your views. They said more people can be watching your views, but or they can be watching your video, but YouTube will say like only a certain amount of people watched it. So they be cheating people out of their views. That's why some of my views be larger than this, but they not gonna tell me who all watched it. That's cheating, dude. Everybody's having an issue with YouTube. That one of my favorite content creators said that too. He's like, YouTube is not pushing this stuff out on purpose. Like most of them are saying it now. This AI stuff is not pushing their stuff out for some reason. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a little tired. You know what I'm saying? But going live my Friday night, got half these niggas be asking me, "Oh, we need to do stuff on Friday night. Let's do stuff." You know what I'm saying? The niggas act like they don't want to show up. Like, well then, bro, don't act like that. You want to do stuff then. That's why I said my Discord about to get cleaned up. All of this about to get cleaned up. I said, look, man, if y'all gonna be the main ones running your mouth, don't be talking when I do stuff and then you don't do nothing. Like, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. Because I did a Discord call a little earlier. Um, you know what I'm saying? I was right before I ate. You know what I'm saying? And it takes people show up, but it takes them forever to get in there. I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna be doing no fashionably late Negro stuff. We not doing that. Like, I would just not do one. You know what I'm saying? I said 20 people can show up, but if you're gonna show up super late, I'm like, dude, the energy's already gone. Like, I'm already done with it. You know what I'm saying? So people like, no, don't end the channel, don't end stuff. It's like, and then you do stuff, niggas won't show up like a day and a half later. It's like, no, man, if we're gonna do this, you gotta show up on time. You gotta start being respectful and showing up on time. You feel me? And people say, well, I ain't get to know. I was like, this is why I drop it in the Discord. You put it in the Discord for people to see it. That's why I said the Discord, people are getting busy, which again, I get it. You know, everybody's gotten busy and living their life. But I said, you know, but everybody's like, oh, we need to get the Discord going again. We need to get the fire back in. I'm like, wait, if we're going to get the fire back in there, y'all niggas got to start responding, man. Y'all got to start talking. I will be throwing inactive members from my page, just to let y'all know that. So anybody on there, I'm going to do a PSA announcement. Anybody on here that don't respond to this message in about 2 days, you getting thrown. I'm just going to start throwing people. Like, I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have a platform where people can come and turn into a library. Like, no, nigga, this ain't no library. This is a social platform where we all are vocal. We talk. Social means being vocal. And I'm like, if you're not going to be vocal, then you ain't going to be social. So then you don't need to be over here where we going. That Discord is pretty private and it's personal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to have 50 or so people standing there not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Again, I know we all get busy. And, you know, sometimes the Discord will go off all the time, so people turn their notifications off. But I said, but I don't care about that. I'm like, nah, man. Like, turn your notifications on. Because, again, these be the same people that be wanting to DM me and hit me up and then talk to me and come holler at me about, well, I want this to be bigger and I want to do stuff and, you know, we need to get back to doing that. I'm like, well, then you need to turn your stuff on. I can't call on you if you don't see the messages, dude. You know what I'm saying? Now, understand, y'all been fair warned. I'm telling people this now because when I go get my other audience, I was gonna try to incorporate them with the main one, but I really think that I think I'm just gonna make a separate one because when I'm over there occupied with them, I don't want to hear y'all. I don't want nobody coming down saying they want to do voice calls and video call right now. Like if y'all not gonna take stuff seriously, or if stuff is not a priority to people anymore, then I'm like, that's okay. Well, then we'll just find people that it's a priority to. You know what I'm saying? So I will be cleaning up my Discord. I will be cleaning up some of my social media. You know what I'm saying? Some people about to be gone. Like I'm about to go ahead and just, you know, bop them. You know what I'm saying? People gotta learn how to stay active and stuff. You know what I'm saying? As I said, I know it's getting harder now because YouTube, the algorithm is changing every half a year. Or I think even every couple of months now. It's getting quick. Like the algorithm's changed so much, y'all. It's terrible. So it's definitely not pushing out your content like it used to. You know what I'm saying? Like the days when I first started YouTube. When I first did YouTube, man, it was different because getting views was nothing. Like I could get 500, 700 views like nothing. That was easy. You know what I'm saying? And then like even doing like some of the short form content would go out the roof. Like it was always easier, man. And then it's like once I started doing it a couple of months after, I think like a few months to half a year after that, that's when it started getting harder, man. Like this AI stuff came in play and it's harder now to get views, you know. My other channel was taking off. Bro, that's what I'm mad at too, because my other channel was better than this one. It's way better than this one. That one was taking off faster and further than this one was, but since they changed the algorithm, because everybody's doing it now. And I think that's what it is. Everybody's kind of getting their hands in it. And so when they do that, it makes the algorithm harder. I think they said like 20, I think it was like 20 million videos are uploaded on YouTube a day. So now 20 million people are putting their videos up on there. And it's harder to get yours out there because you got 20 million people, 20 freaking million people doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it is a little bit more difficult, man, to kind of get your content seen and stuff like that. It used to not be this hard, bro. It used to not be this hard when I first did it. It was a lot easier. You know what I'm saying? I was even seeing people that make beat channels, and they said beat channels are hard now because everybody's kind of doing them, and YouTube sucks. They said back then beat channels you could easily get 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, or 100,000 views on a beat. Now it's harder, man, because it's just everything sucks now. You know what I'm saying? It's like right when I'm starting to do it, you know what I'm saying? It gets harder to do it. You know what I mean? Ouch. Yeah, well, I just don't put a lot of my. They said there's a way you can kind of fix it. I don't put a lot of my energy into this channel. I don't like. I don't add like when I do these live streams. I usually do thumbnails, hashtags, descriptions. I don't do any of that no more. I don't put this under no hashtags. I don't do no more descriptions. I don't do no more thumbnails. Like nigga, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Whoever come watch it is gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? I know life happens. People get busy. You know, so a lot of people go MIA. You know, because even I went MIA for a while. You know what I'm saying? When it came to my um, like live streams and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Even in Discord, I was extremely MIA in there. I didn't talk or say nothing. I let y'all kind of talk. I think I almost turned off my notifications because it just kept going off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, man, I'm tired of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got to get the light back. Everybody keeps coming to me asking me, oh, when we going to do this again? When we going to do this again? I'm like, all right, let's get it going. Like, I'm like, y'all was busy. I'm busy. All right, let's get it going. And then I'm like, you gotta understand, like, niggas be on nigga timing. So, like, they do stuff whenever they feel like, you know what I'm saying, they want to. So even though the chat has started 30 minutes ago, they just now getting in. It's like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? And again, it's not mandatory, but, I'll be telling people, I said, if y'all asking me what stuff is going on and y'all want to be a part of it, I'm trying to get you to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to take it serious, then I'll tell somebody else who want to take stuff serious. You know what I mean? That's why I said I'm about to find a whole another broad audience. You know what I'm saying? And when that Discord and that chat takes off, man, like I might not be in this one that much. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I would rather do that. I'd rather just do Discord call tonight than really do this. You know what I'm saying? I kind of get tired of live streams. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm wearing and exhausting myself out with them because when I'm done, that's gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nala? I purposely wear myself out with this. You know what I'm saying? Hmm. You want to be a part of stuff? Let's be a part of it, man. But it's gonna take people to stay consistent. You're gonna have to stay consistent on some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm, 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 mm. You know, that's when everybody want to be in my DMs or hit me up. Oh, wait, when we gonna do stuff again? I miss doing these things. I miss doing. I'm like, okay, well then let's do them. And then it's time to do them. Now niggas want to. I said, look, man, come on. Like, Don't be in my DMs hitting me up talking about let's do stuff, and then I'm giving y'all a blueprint to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why we just try to tell people. I said I know people we do talk every night, but I said, you know, when these chats get started, like bro, you can't come in like 2 hours later. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, I missed it. I'm like, yeah, well, bro, you got to turn your notifications on, man. You gotta know when I'm going live. Like I know YouTube is purposely not pushing it out to people now, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you in the Discord, you would know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had a Discord because y'all gonna be the first ones to know. And then as it goes, like YouTube will still look for people to kind of give it to eventually, like push it out to. Like that's why y'all see my views used to be a lot higher back then, which I actually didn't like it. I did not like people all up in here, man. Because when you have about 30, 40, 50, 60 people in here at one time, man, like you guys got to deal with a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't like dealing with niggas. So there's a few the way I like it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, as time went on, like I said, YouTube got harder, and so now YouTube is purposely. I would say, especially around like I think the middle of last year, like mid last year, that's when I noticed like the algorithm was changing again, man. And I kept seeing it pop up on my YouTube feed where it was talking about these YouTube videos talk about the changes, and it was like it's impossible to get views. It's hard to get views now because it really is, man. Like it's super hard to get stuff now, man. And that's sad, man, because YouTube, that's why I said everything used to be easy, man. Dating used to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Life used to be a little easier, you know what I'm saying? YouTube used to be easy. Like, it's like everything's getting freaking hard now. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're making it so difficult just to do stuff that you like doing and that you enjoy doing. That's why people don't really want to do it no more. That's why everybody gets their hopes up faster. Because it's harder to get 1 million views off YouTube now than it was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, in order to get paid, you can get paid from YouTube. Like, I get paid from YouTube. But in order to get paid, you got to have 3,000 hours of watch time within 1 year. Now, I know it don't seem like a lot. But when you add it up, it is a lot because your videos only average, I think, like 10 hours or maybe 100 hours or something. You know what I'm saying? And if you already ain't getting a lot of views and getting a lot of playtime, it's gonna be very hard to work your way up to no. So 3,000 hours of watch time is you eligible to get like super chats. You know what I'm saying? Like people can come in and throw super chats and do stuff like that. In order for YouTube to pay you, you gotta have 4,000 views. You got 4,000 watch hours. And for some people, that's just extremely impossible. You know what I'm saying? That's the hardest part, bro. So you gotta have two of the following. You gotta be able to post 3 times a year, which of course everybody's gonna put more than 3 videos up a year. Obviously, that's easy. But you gotta have 3,000 or 4,000 hours of watch time. Or you gotta have 10 million YouTube Shorts views. Do you know how hard it is to get 10 million views? Yo, man, this is hard. Yo, I'm telling y'all, man, this is hard. It will be easier to get the 4,000 hours of watch time than it is 10 million views. I said, you see how they making it impossible? Like, bro, they making it to where you can't get paid, bro. It's hard. You know, YouTube Shorts, you usually get more views on there than you get on your videos. You know, some people that do a short that get like 5,000 views. Some that get like 10,000, 100,000, you know what I'm saying? But even if you was to get 100,000 on each YouTube short, that's still like, bro, you need 10 of those to have 1 million, right? You have to have 10 million. Do you know how hard it is for you to get 10 million within 1 year? Like, that is impossible, dude. That's almost impossible. That's why most of them will get paid and monetize off their one video that they did that went super mega viral, you know what I'm saying? And then they able to apply because they got enough watch time. But that's why you'll see people putting up 20, 30 videos, man, and still don't even got enough time to monetize themselves because, again, it's a hard process, man. YouTube and TikTok now is hard. They making it hard on purpose, so they probably ain't got to pay people, you know what I'm saying? And then when I figured out what YouTube was doing, what everybody said YouTube is doing now, YouTube is purposely not giving you your views. Like, your video got way more views than what it says, but YouTube is purposely not giving you your views. One of my favorite streamers in the Clutch, ENT, man, shout out to them. They in Houston. They were saying, like, they noticed their videos was like that too. They said our videos was averaging 100,000, 200,000, and they said then it went down to like 64 or like 30,000. I was like, he was like, those are not our original numbers. Everybody was saying it. They was like, I noticed my numbers like went down a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? They said even Mr. Beast stuff went down. Like, bro, you know who Mr. Beast is, right? Mr. Beast is one of the top influencers of this generation. He's one of the greatest YouTubers that's ever done it. You know what I'm saying? And they said even his stuff was going down like by the millions. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like YouTube is purposely not doing that, man. They purposely not giving people their views now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you'll see like popular content creators. They was once doing videos, man, that had 500,000 views, and their views go down to like 10,000 or 20,000. Like, you know, they got more than that. Like I'm saying, in the clutch, YouTubers, man, they had like 100,000, or they had 11 million views off of one video, and most of their videos was averaging around like 100, 250,000. You know what I'm saying? And then it went down to like 64. I'm like, that's not even the original number. Keep in mind, it's like they subscribers are going up. Like you get more subs, but your views is going down. It's like that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. These guys are big time, man. They getting deals and all type of stuff, and their views is going down. That's like they purposely are doing that, man. I think they purposely do it too, so that way they ain't gotta pay you, man. So they ain't gotta pay you as much because you every per 1,000 views you get a certain amount of money, depending on what you doing your channel on. I think they said finances, like when you do your money, your videos on like stocks and finance and stuff like that, like they pay the most. Beauty, like makeup and stuff like that, you get paid I think the second most. So if you, let's say you did a video about beauty and makeup, you know what I'm saying? Like per 1,000 views could be anything like $17 or, you know what I'm saying, $20, you know what I'm saying? So if you got 100,000 views, guess how much money they owe you? You know what I'm saying? It's right. It's weird, man. And I really feel like they do that, man, because they know a lot of people are monetized, and if they cheat you by the numbers, they ain't got to give you all the money that they want to give you or they were supposed to give you. You know what I mean? Because like I said, you know, one of my other favorite YouTubers, he's big time too. Everybody loves his content. Channel is at 1,000,000 something subs, man. Like everybody loves this guy. And he was noticing his views was going down. And he thought it was people that wasn't watching his videos or people wasn't sub to the channel. He was like, and then his followers was commenting to him and was like, hey man, like we don't even see your videos. Like they purposely not giving us a notification. That's why you hear YouTubers say hit that notification bell and stuff. And it's like people do, but YouTube purposely doesn't give them a notification. That's why nobody knows I'll be live. I'll be looking at people like, how you not know I'm live? It got a notification. It's like, bro, people will be in the comments like, oh man, I missed the live. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how could you miss the live? I've been on here for a minute. You know what I'm saying? But then I'm like, I realized YouTube don't give you notification till afterwards. Like it'll do that. It'll do that with me too. Like my other phone is on my other account, and then it'd be like a day or two afterwards. I get an alert on there talking about Simply Steve is live, or like it'll say like whatever the live stream was. I'm like, why you just now giving me the alert? I'm like, bro, you like a day and a half late, 2 days late. You should have given it to me a while back. That's why you see all my views that come from live stream come from after the stream is done, because some people don't know that I'm even live right now. Some people that be cool here don't even know I'm live because YouTube won't give it to them. They won't tell them. That's why I said the way you kind of stop that is when you get regulars in here, A1 day ones, which is what the Discord is, regular A1 day ones. You know what I'm saying? But you know, niggas can't show up on time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and usually when you do that, that you got to kind of trick the algorithm. You got to trick the algorithm as in like the channel is doing good without it. You know what I'm saying? Because the algorithm just kind of lets you do whatever after that. Like once they realize that the channel's doing good without it, it'll leave you alone. But this algorithm is weird, man. This is like really weird, man. It like monitors everything. You know what I mean? And it bases it off of like if people like your stuff or not. So if it purposely doesn't push it out to people, and people don't watch it, it won't really push your stuff out there that much. It's like it's a lose-lose game. Like, you see what I'm saying? Yep, it's like, yeah. That's why I said, I'm like, bro, everything that you do, they trying to have something, man, where they don't have to pay people, bro. Like workers' comp, you can go out here and hurt yourself, and they literally will not pay you. Like I said, I work for UPS, man, and UPS was the worst, but they was dirty dogs, man. Keep in mind, UPS is one of the biggest companies in the world. This is $1 billion company. That was only 2 days that UPS shut down like worldwide, a year, and that was I think for like Christmas and It was some other holiday. I can't remember. It was like Burley. You only get like 2 days off. This is a multi-billion-dollar company, and they did one pay a nigga work comp, dude. People go in there and break their arm and hurt themselves. My friend went in there one time. She literally broke her arm. Her arm was broke. Had the X-rays and everything. I think she had X-rays, whatever. And like when the arm is broke, it's like you can tell. And they try to tell her, like, "Oh no, you sprained it," because they want you to go to their doctors first. So their doctors can be like, "Oh no, you just sprained your arm." You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? But I said people, they trying to write it off. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I said that's crazy because again, they know they don't have to pay you if they can write it off as like an injury. They don't have to write it off as like, oh, you really hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because again, they don't want to pay workers' comp. They don't want to pay fees and employees stuff like they ain't trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with almost everything that you do, man. They're trying to look for a loophole, not to pay. Like there's a loophole, but most people don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? And so they just okay. They just accept it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say this stuff is like really sad, man. You know what I mean? That's why I said you can get paid to do what you love doing, but they making it hard. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody would pretty much love to work from home, but it's kind of hard to find a lot of jobs that you can work from home. You know what I'm saying? It's like the stuff you want to do is the stuff that is just I don't know. So I noticed that with YouTube, man, like they definitely are not trying to give a nigga or nothing, man. And then YouTube don't even pay what it used to no more. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the early 2000s or like the late 2010s era, that's when everybody was kind of doing like reaction videos and trying not to laugh challenges and everybody was doing like gaming channels and stuff. They was like, bro, they was making so much off of YouTube. One of my favorite YouTubers of all time, he said that. He was like, he said, when I first started YouTube, he said, I was living in the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, I just got fired. He said, I got fired pretty much every job. You know what I'm saying? He said, I started doing YouTube and people love it. He's a funny dude. Like, this guy's hilarious, man. You know what I'm saying? I love all his content. You know, even though he got newer content, I love his older content more because it's authentic. You know what I'm saying? He does gaming channel and his commentary, like how I'm funny. This guy's, he's way more funny than me. That's why I like him, man. I've been watching him for 10 plus years. You know what I'm saying? Definitely 10 plus years. And he was saying when I first did YouTube, he said I was doing the gaming. You know, he was playing like video games and streaming his gameplay, and he was adding his commentary. And that's what makes it so funny because it's a good game, but when he talks, it's funny. And he said, "Bro, I was making 4 grand a month." He said, "I was making 4 grand a month from YouTube." He said, "I didn't tell nobody because he said, of course I live in the hood. They're gonna rob you. They figured that out. You know what I'm saying?" He said, "But I quietly was making my money to see if the money would keep coming in." To see if this is what I want to do full time. And he was making it as he kept going on, man, his channel and his name got bigger, you know what I'm saying? He started getting paid all his money, getting invited to like a lot of these Comic Cons and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then he said it eventually, he was like, YouTube doesn't pay nowhere nearly as what they pay now, you know what I'm saying? Like now they like it's like a day's wages for a loaf of bread, G. Like you barely get anything from YouTube. That's why most people make their money from Patreon. They make their money from Cash App or super chats or donations. You know what I mean? Because you don't really YouTube is not really gonna pay you for the video. That's why you'll see yourself. You'll get like 20,000 views and probably only get like $10. It's like nigga, this ain't no money. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, sometimes you can't get a little chunk change, but like it ain't really as much as you think it would be. You know what I'm saying? I would see like YouTube Shorts, man. Like you get like 20,000 views, man. It's like 72 cents. Like nigga, this is no money. Like it's gonna take forever to make a chunk change off of this at this rate. You feel me? I said, bro, they are purposely not trying to pay you. That's crazy. I mean, would you pay somebody that just gets views? Would you pay them if that's all they gotta do is upload on your platform and you get views? Like I said, bro, we keeping y'all name alive by using y'all freaking out. It's like y'all ain't trying to pay us. And I'm like, dang, dude. So everybody's going to Patreon or some other app. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, they are not trying to pay nobody nothing now. It's just like, dang. You don't really make a lot of money off YouTube like that no more. So it is what it is. That's why I say I'm tired of YouTube anyway. It's like I already knew when I first started this channel. I said you ain't gonna make that much money off YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But I said I did it for fun. I'm just like, cause again, I didn't really care about the money. I care more about the views, honestly. Cause I said you ain't really getting that much. YouTube ain't giving you that much money. But to say you got a video with 100,000, 200,000 views, that feels good. It's like, man, that's cool. You feel me? Like that is pretty hard to do, man. Get 100,000 people to watch your video. You know what I'm saying? That's very hard. Like when I started, it was very hard to get that. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you got it, of course you're gonna boast and brag about it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Patreon is like YouTube, but unlike all the unfiltered stuff, the filtered stuff on YouTube with the sensitivity, and you can't say this, you can't say that, you can do whatever. Like Patreon's like Reddit. Like if you ever been on Reddit, boy, Reddit is one of the worst things in the world. Reddit, there is no limit to anything on Reddit, dude. You can find anything on Reddit. It's literally like it is terrible. Reddit's terrible. You know, it's kind of like how Tumblr used to be. Tumblr was bad back in the day. But Patreon is pretty much like a platform. They have no restrictions. You can upload whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you hear people in YouTube videos or Instagram. They be like, hey, if you want to see the full version, go to my Patreon. They say all the uncensored stuff, and I can't show you this here. That's why you'll watch YouTube videos where there might be cuss words. They'll blur them out, or if it's violence, they'll blur it out. I cut it out. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, or if it's certain topics they can't really talk about on YouTube, they'll be like, well, go to Patreon because nothing is edited. You know what I'm saying? Because every time they upload stuff like that on YouTube, YouTube strikes them and takes their stuff down. You know what I'm saying? There was a dude that did a video, man. Tommy G, man, he did a video about how the Jews infiltrated the banking in America, and his video got taken down. Like people's stuff keeps getting taken down. When you talk about stuff they don't like, they will purposely take your stuff down. You know what I'm saying? One guy kept getting his channels taken down, man, because he was hitting all the government conspiracies and all type of stuff, and he said he got his channel taken down like 3 times. And he said if it wasn't for the backups, he was like he wouldn't have a channel. He kept having to back up his stuff, and when he back up his stuff, he could just re-upload it, and everybody else would find him like that. You know what I'm saying? Even one of my favorite YouTubers, he said the same thing. The one that's making $4 grand a month, he said one of his channels I think I got like deleted, and he said the only reason that he was able to keep his stuff going was because he had a backup channel where he could keep his success going. And then on top of it, YouTube can just take your channel down if they don't like you. Because you know that's what happens. I'm like, bro, YouTube don't like a lot of people, man. Especially when you preaching the word of God. They do not like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll see if you talk about certain stuff that they don't like, they can literally not pay you. Like, bro, YouTube does it all the time. One guy was getting 100,000 millions of views on his videos, but because he was talking about such controversial topics, he was always cussing and saying stuff like that. He didn't get a dollar. Bro, that stuff was supposed to make him rich. He never got a dollar. And if it wasn't for his fans, he wouldn't have no money, which you're going to make most of your money as your fan anyway. But I said, but what you could have been making, and that's the sucky part. That's why y'all see my streams. When I'm live streaming, I get paid for that. But if there's music, and that's why I say it used to not be like it. It used to be able to play music, which I do kind of agree with that. They got to copyright stuff because people stealing people's work now. But but now you see when there's music in the background, they'll flag me. That's why every time I go to the gym, I get flagged because it's always music. You know what I'm saying? Every time I'm in the mall or if I'm at a store or something and they play around people riding down the street playing music, I get flagged, man, because that's music. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I do my music, when I sample beats and stuff, if I sample a sample I didn't clear with them, I get struck for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said sometimes I don't get no money off of that. So now YouTube's really got people like literally like walking on eggshells. Like you literally got to be careful. That's why people are scared to talk about certain stuff. They scared to play any type of music. You know what I'm saying? People are scared to even Look like they got an attitude because now YouTube will be like, you being violent. Like my YouTuber that I watch, he almost got his channel taken down because you get 3 strikes. With YouTube, you get 3 strikes. He said he was on his second and a half strike. Because he said YouTube went way back in one of his videos he did. And I saw YouTube is different. That's when World Star was big. You can watch fights all day. You can watch people get beat down. You know what I'm saying? You can watch all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? He said now a lot of those try not to laughs and World Stars is not popular no more because now when there's acts of violence and stuff like that, like you get struck for it. You know what I'm saying? He said the original channels don't get struck. You get struck for reacting to the video. So imagine the original channel not getting a copyright strike, but you get in trouble for getting one. Like, because you watching their stuff. That's so stupid. It is like really stupid. He said YouTube went back in one of his videos he did like way back in like 2014, 15. And it was a scorpion. It was a video in there where a scorpion was fighting like a spider. And he said they struck him and called it violence. Nigga, you get a violent strike because a scorpion is fighting a spider. Nature intended. And he said they struck him for violence. Nigga. I said, nah, the last time I checked, not many people have pet scorpions and pet spiders. It ain't like it's a dog fight. Like, nigga, this is spiders and scorpions. And then he said one of his other videos, he got struck because it was, I think it was a meme where a child slapped another child. It was like something funny. It was like a real harmless prank or something. And they struck him for saying it was child violence or something. Like it was human violence, and he got struck for that. He said, I'm on almost my last dude. And that's why he told people, he said, if I get taken down from here, go join my Patreon. He said, I'll try to get all my stuff back on YouTube. He said, but they might take my channel down. If I get taken down, go add me on Patreon. He said, if you don't see my channel, you know why. You know why I'm not here. And that's sad. It's like, bro, that's sad, dude. Yeah, they don't like him because he's a fun dude, man. Like I said, he talks about a lot of like he makes a lot of jokes that again nowadays would be considered offensive. You know what I'm saying? He talks because he's a man, so it's like he's comedy. You know what I'm saying? He says a lot of stuff that, of course, most of us, 99% of us think is funny, but them one sensitive niggas that don't like none, they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of it, he is kind of a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like he's funny though. But they don't like, again, he's kind of like heartless when it comes to some things. Like he's a comedian. And, they already don't like comedians because, comedians, what do? Comedians cuss a lot. Our comedians, talk about certain stuff, you know what I'm saying, that they don't like. Comedians make jokes about politics or they make jokes about drag or gay, you know what I'm saying? They definitely don't like that type of stuff. So they'll strike you, you know what I'm saying? And so, and that's why I said it's crazy. Like, even with the church YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That was some of Daddy's messages. He be talking crazy. He don't get no. Might get struck for it. Mama talk crazy, and they'll be like ineligible to earn. Like they be doing stuff like that, ineligible to earn. Because of certain such and such. You know what I'm saying? You spoke on this, like they'd be like it's a contra, and they'll tell you too when you do YouTube and you click in your monetization, it asks you a list. Like, are you talking about any of these topics? Is it sexual stuff? Is it violence? Is it political stuff? Is it controversial topics? Because they said if any of these is in your video and if you don't let us know what's in there and you click yes to be monetized, they said we find out, we ain't gonna pay you. And people are literally not getting paid because they finding like little small stuff. You feel me? It's like the NBA now, like how the NBA used to be cool. And now, like I said, you had to go fight somebody and knock their mom out to get a tech. You know what I'm saying? Now you bounce the ball or you look like you got an attitude, they give you a tech. I remember when LeBron James dunked on Jason Terry back in 2013. He dunked on him and everybody stood up and LeBron just stood over and looked at him. He got a technical foul for just looking at the dude. That's why I said, like, everything's getting freaking sensitive now. And that's why I said you can't say nothing no more. It's like now they making it not fun. It used to be fun. Now it's not freaking fun no more. It's like this old whack channel, man. A bunch of these little EBT niggas came over here and won't be all sensitive. I still talk my crazy stuff off. I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You know what I'm saying? I ain't withhold nothing from a nigga. I say what I want to say. You feel me? But I said, but it's the fact that people are so retarded over here. It's like they make it not fun. It's like, that's why I don't want to do it no more, because half of these niggas are retarded. Like, y'all not fun, dude. Y'all boring. So that's why I said it ain't even worth the little chunk change I'm getting. I'm like, bruh, if I don't have to earn nothing else from YouTube and I deal with another nigga in my life, I would give up all my YouTube money. I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said on my videos, you can tag products. I can tag products and make all type of money. You know what I'm saying? I can get people to buy my stuff. Niggas ain't gonna buy nothing. When you got a channel full of niggas, they're not gonna buy anything. That's why you won't make that much money, because niggas ain't gonna buy nothing. They're not gonna advertise anything. Niggas ain't gonna buy none unless it's holy water and unless it's something from Darby. Unless it's a personal item they can get from Darby that Darby touched or sign, they gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about nothing else. They ain't buying your music. They not buying nothing else that you advertise because they don't care. You feel me? That's why I said I don't expect to make a lot of money off of this channel because it's niggas. They don't want to buy anything. You know what I'm saying? So now, like I said, you know, you have to rely on YouTube to pay you. You know, you got memberships. Because, you know, Negroes ain't going to get memberships. It's funny how you got a channel, people can have a channel of 1 million people and only have like 100 members. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, you already know just because you got the majority of a lot of people doesn't mean everybody's going to support your wave or your cause. That's 10,000 people over here. I got about maybe 20 or so people that's on the membership program, which again, I don't care about that. If you want to, that's fine, whatever. But it shows you how much Negroes want support. It shows you how much you don't really have a lot of support on your side. Negroes ain't trying to help out. They ain't trying to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They want to come over here and run their mouth and they ain't got one membership. Old Fat Boy had an issue because he had to come and get a membership. Well, he didn't even have to. He was just mad at the fact that the memberships was $5. And I'm like, is that the first thing you think about? The channel was free. He got mad talking about, yeah, I don't think your father would never charge memberships. He little does old fat retarded boy know we got a page where it's called Destined Ministries Partners. There's literally people that's partners to the ministry. See, that's what happens when you're retarded and you don't go to church. You do stuff like that. See, people like that make YouTube not fun. They make you not even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said YouTube is not even worth it no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, being a member is fun. That's why I say it's fun to be a member of stuff, man. You get exclusive stuff. I think you get messages that everybody else don't get. I don't know. I'm not a member because again, I mean, this is our stuff. So I'm like, I mean, I don't have to be a member. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really know all the perks you get, but you get a lot of perks. See, that's why I try to tell people. I said, you know, again, most people don't make their money off of YouTube or streaming stuff no more. They have to make it from the people. The people, it's like a waiter. A waiter doesn't make all their money from the job. They make their money from the people that they wait on. You know what I'm saying? Which is really stupid. Because some of them was like, I'll be making like $2 an hour. I'm like, nigga, ain't no money. And you got to hope to make tips from people who probably, if you're waiting on niggas, you ain't going to make nothing. Boy, nigga ain't going to give you nothing, dude, except a hard time and negative 50 cents, G. Like, they ain't going to give you nothing. I said, that's kind of wrong, man. Y'all should, just because they can make a lot of money doesn't mean they always going to make a lot of money, man. You know what I'm saying? People are very cheap and stingy now, you know what I'm saying? So imagine you working your butt off every single day, man. You go home after the day you just had, man, you only make like $30 in tips. Like, that ain't, you can't pay bills with that. That's gas, dude. You can't pay bills. Now y'all see why I'm so serious when it comes to people who are disrespectful to waiters, man. I will drown you in your soup. I don't like people like that. You think I'm playing, I'll stab you with that fork. I can't stand people that's disrespectful. That's why I said even people that do this stuff online, it's like, bro, even doing social media content is also kind of difficult. It is. Because you be doing your best, man, trying to get these videos out. You know what I'm saying? You be sitting at the computer for hours. Most content creators will tell you, you be at the computer, man, for hours. First you filming the video, and then the edits are the hardest part. You got to edit everything. And then when you upload it, you only get like 100 views at the most for the time being. Sometimes it'll go up. But it's like, dang, bro, like I uploaded this, I only got 30 views in 2 days. Like, bro, that does suck. It's like, bro, that's very frustrating. That's why a lot of people said they almost quit because they said I was doing this for a year or 2 years consistently, man. They said it still wasn't nothing working. They was like, bro, this sucks. That's why a lot of people don't like doing this stuff no more, man. That's why people give up quick. And now it's even, that was back then, but now it's even harder, man. A lot of people are giving up now because it's even harder because everybody's trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? And then AI has decided that if it decides to like you, the good thing about this is that your videos, it's never a limit. Like your videos can go up any moment. I got videos from 2-3 years ago that's still skyrocketing. It'll just sit there for a minute and then it'll just go up. For some reason, it'll just go up. So it's kind of cool that it does that, but I'm like, but at the same time, it's like it decides if it likes you or not. You know, and that's the stuff I don't like. You know what I'm saying? The algorithm has a mind of its own now. And now it's deciding that if it doesn't like a certain people, you won't get your stuff out there. So what happens when it's a topic that we need to speak on? So that should tell you right there, the word of God is going to be very hard to spread now because it's freaking weird AI algorithm stuff now. And they're going to be doing this weird stuff. And what if it's a message for the people that you got to get out? What if it's a God-ordained message you got to get out and it decides, I don't like your stuff? And if ain't nobody a partner to the website or they ain't a partner on the private page, they not gonna know. So when you put it out there and they decide, oh, you said something about Jews, take it down. You said something about the global banks, take it down. Oh, you said something about this we don't like, take it down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they can do that any moment, dude. What this old orange idiot Trump trying to do now? Imagine saying something about this old fat nigga. He gonna take your stuff down because he don't like the fact you said something he don't like. You feel me? That's why I said I don't like these niggas that talk about us. I don't like a nigga that says something about me. But I said, but it's not against the law. It's not against the law to upload a video about me. I mean, obviously that's your free right. It doesn't make you right, but I said it's not against the law to make videos. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in having free speech. You're gonna have free speech and free bloody lips when I see you, but I said, but you still got the right to free speech. I'm not gonna tell you take your video down. I'm gonna just knock you out when I see you. You can keep the video up, it's gonna cost you. Unlike some of these sensitive weirdos and they trying to take everybody's voice and take it down. And, I don't like what you said, they're gonna take your channel down, you feel me? It's a whole lot of work, man. They just ain't ready for it. That's why I said I'm like, if you don't know about the social media world, man, you're gonna have a very hard time. And that's why I tell people to do this, man, you gotta have thick skin. You're gonna have a bunch of niggas, you're gonna have a bunch of people who don't like you, fine, whatever. But then you also gonna have to deal with the algorithm stuff, the changes. You know, it's the part that got everybody. I got a lot of people too, y'all. People have old videos. You know, people been doing YouTube for 10 plus years. So a lot has changed. So now when YouTube's policies come in and say, hey, well, you can't do this and you can't have that, people got old videos from 10 years ago. They don't remember what they did. This is their 500 video. Like, bro, people be having like 1,000 videos. They don't know what they did. And then YouTube's algorithm, as weird as it is, will go back in their timeline and will call them out for something and say, oh, you got a copyright strike because you got a copyright strike because you was playing music. It's like, dude, this is before the age of where you couldn't play music on YouTube. Nobody knew that they had music on there. And that's why people are starting to get these copyright strikes. Now, like, well, bro, this is a 10-year-old video. I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? Again, one of my favorite YouTubers, In the Clutch, man. Shout out to them. They almost got their channel taken down like a couple of weeks ago because they found some old videos and found some technicalities of some copyright. I think it was like some old videos. They found some technicalities of copyright strikes, and they said, dude, this is our third copyright strike. They trying to take us down. They trying to take our stuff off the internet. And so they was like, I follow them on Instagram. They was like, you know, this could be it, y'all. They said this could be it. They said get the Patreon, get our other social media. They got a couple of other YouTube pages, but they said this could be it, y'all. Everything we worked so hard for, they could take it down tomorrow. Imagine you work so hard, man. Your highest viewed video is at like 14 million views. You feel me? All your other videos is getting millions of views. These are two regular dudes from Houston, man. They started with nothing. You know what I'm saying? There was a third guy, but he kind of dropped out, or he kind of got his own thing going on right now. But I said they started in Houston back in like 2017 or 18 or so. They was both working regular jobs, whatever. And these dudes is rich. These dudes is driving nice now. They brought a lot of people. They influenced me a lot because I was going through some stuff at that time, man. I said they channel popped up on my timeline, and they brought me a lot of laughs and smiles. They do a lot of trying not to laugh, you know what I'm saying? And funny, good content. I said, bro, they have brought people joy just like I bring y'all joy. I said that's what they did to me. They brought me joy. I still watch it, man, over the years, man. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a shame if they took their stuff off the internet. It's like, dang, bro, for what? Over some technicalities, you know what I'm saying? I said, think about how many people's lives, man, you would be influencing off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think people really understand. Like same with TikTok. Like, I never really liked TikTok. But when the U.S. government was trying to ban TikTok because these old white niggas couldn't have control of nothing, and now they mad because they ain't got control over it, so now they want to take it off the market. And so people was like, you think about it just as an app. They said, I think about it all the times that I laughed and cried on this app. I think about all the times that I needed a lift up, and I went on TikTok and it did that, you know? And they was like, you taking people out of a job because there's TikTokers that get paid for this. You taking a job away, dude. How they gonna have an income to afford their lifestyle when you taking their money? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was the same way with Vine. When Vine died, because Vine was better than TikTok. I love Vine, dude. And it put a lot of Viners out of business. You know what I'm saying? And that was a sad day, man, that Vine died. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a thing no more. People don't even know what that is no more. You feel me? As I said, man, they are making stuff really, really hard, man. And they going back in people's old videos, man, and they taking them off. That's what happened to that African prophet, man, TB Joshua. If y'all know who he is, they took his YouTube channel down because he told people he can cure them of their gayness. He was like, oh, I can cure you of your gayness. I can pray your gay away. You know what I'm saying? And they took his stuff down. It was a big controversial topic, and they was like, nope, YouTube took his stuff down. And then I think shortly after that he died. You know what I'm saying? Again, when they decide they don't like you, Daddy kept telling people for years. He said, bro, y'all better get you. He said, you better get these messages off YouTube. He said, because they taking it off. He said, they gonna take them off her. He was saying this for over 10 years, dude. He been saying this. And now, and again, at the time you didn't understand it because the times was different. I said, now you seeing it like, bro, everything is in a super sensitive society. It's like, bro, they gonna take some of the messages down in a minute. You can't be enlightening people about the new world order and about what's going on behind the scenes and stuff, and they trying to do this stuff in front of your face. Like, no, they gotta take it. They gotta take it down. They ain't want niggas to see that. If I got a global agenda, why in the world would the last thing I want you to be is alert? Is alert? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Francis? What's up, girl? How you doing? You doing all right? See, now we got quality people. I'm gonna kill you, whatever that bug was. I'm straight murder you. What's going on, Francis? Hold on, I'm talking now. I gotta get my white people glasses on real quick. Hold on. Get my I'll do your taxes for free glasses. I'll do your taxes. Yes, they are, friends. You know what? That's a great topic. Men are sick. Men are niggas. You see, you need the man. You need a man, not a little dude trying to be a man. You feel me? Well, we got time, friends. You want to talk about it? We got time. Let's talk. We ain't doing nothing now. Might as well talk. I said everybody coming here late. So, watch Mike them and Chris will probably coming here late. Like I tell you, everybody comes in here late, dude. Like, did he do something else? I mean, it's all about how comfortable you are with talking about it. I mean, I don't want to put nobody business out here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, depends on what you want to say. But, didn't stand on his word. Yeah, you know what we call that? Typical behavior. It's literally what we call it, typical. You know, I was talking to my stylist today. My hairstylist was, you know, shout out to the locks. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? But I was talking to her today, and um, she was saying like we was talking about the dating scene, and she was like, and I said, how you deal with some of these men? She was like, listen, I try to stay out the way. She said, you know, she's like in her mid-40s. You know what I'm saying? She got a daughter. You know what I'm saying? She was like, look, me and my daughter just be doing our thing. She was like, I stay out the way. She said, I be traveling, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, she said, but a lot of these dudes, and she said, I just think it's a generation nowadays where social media, people just be kind of funny. And I said, I know, right? Because I said, I know back in your day, they didn't really do this stuff. You know what I mean? And I said, these dudes, man, that is the issue, man. The problem nowadays is really the men. Like, it's the men and the women. But I'm really leaning towards some of the men. Because I'm just like, I'm starting to see stuff I've never saw before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really blame some of the women for them being the way that they are, man. You know, when they in protective and survival, like if they a brat, that's one thing. But if they in protective and survival mode, I can't really blame them for being like that because these men, man, they have definitely let their guard down. Like they let everybody down, man, because they idiots. You know what I'm saying? That's why I told you. I said, you know, I know most people, you know, most black women definitely want to stick with a black man, but I said, but it seems to be the black men that y'all keep getting in contact with, man. It's like they just don't want to mature. You know what I'm saying? All of them ain't like it, obviously, you know, because I'm not like it, and a lot of other brothers are not like it. But it's like it's very hard to find, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know what happened these days. If it is social media, or if it's just a DNA root, man, where Negroes have they just effeminized, they didn't have a lot of their fathers in their life. Because even dudes with fathers in their life, man, they be weird, you know what I'm saying? Like, they fathers be weird. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't understand, bro, you know? Yeah, so, and I know that's got to be scary, man, for a woman to trust a man that won't stand on his word, you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a lot for y'all to be able to trust, you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, I was talking about this the other day. I said, the thing is that I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, you shouldn't do no woman like it. But I said, bro, these are not no ugly sisters. Like, bro, these are not no ugly women, dude. These be good, beautiful, and not just good and beautiful, but good, beautiful, and intelligent women. And it's like they can't see that. I, dude, that's why when my friends was having a hard time getting a guy, I was like, because this ain't just black women. I said, bro, this is them too. They one Mexican and the other was Cuban. They was having a hard time. I was like, no. I said, nah, y'all just playing. I said, nah, something wrong with y'all. Because I knew they kind of can be a little something funny. And I said, maybe it's just, I said, no, it ain't them. It's the dudes. They was like, yeah, he's making up excuses. Dude is making up excuses not to hang with you? Like, what? Bro, what man does that? Bro, I've never done that. Bro, I couldn't wait for a woman to ask me to go do something. I couldn't wait when they depended on me to go do something. That made me happy. I was like, oh, word, real talk, let's go do it. These dudes don't, oh my God, man. That's why I said, I don't know how y'all deal with it. I don't know how y'all put up with it. Hey, imagine a man being so feisty about you asking him what the plans are. Every man would be like, oh man, hey, yeah, girl, hey, let's go do something. You feel me? What man gonna hang up the phone on a woman? I ain't hung up no phone on a woman. It'd be one thing if they talking crazy. Y'all be civil talking to them like, well, look, come on, let's go do the click. Like, no, this nigga didn't just hang up on me. That's why I said it'd be women that ain't ever gave nobody no problem, man. Like, it could be that, but I'm like, even still, even if it is that, we are grown. Man, some of us is near 30 and some of us over 30. Like, we can't do this no more. You know, it's one thing if it was the issue about childhood roots or whatever, but it's another thing when they be talking and they get on here, want to be deep, want to be men of God, they want to be God's people, they want to be a therapist, I want to be something over people, but you won't even deal with childhood root issues. That's the stuff I be saying. What's up, Aaron? Long time no see. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing? Doing good? And I said they be long-term issues, won't deal with it. 30 years still won't deal with it. And they want to get on some woman case. Like, well, then, Nick, bro, you shouldn't be dating. You shouldn't be dating then. It amazes me how you got these grown men, and some of these women throwing themselves at them. Some of these women ain't even the type to even give nobody the time of day. And they literally trying to talk to you, not to get enough from you, and you got an issue. Imagine, hey, yo, man, imagine having an issue doing your job. Imagine having an issue doing something that you signed up to do. Why am I gonna go to a woman that I'm interested in and get mad when I have to start doing doing my job? Like, imagine that. She won't go hang out. Oh, I gotta hang out. That was like, it's more like, oh man, I'm so happy to hang out. I'm happy to. Every man love a date from a woman, man. You got an issue? Y'all black women be careful, boy. Y'all worth so much more than these niggas. Y'all be careful. I can't even believe that y'all, cause I be looking at some of the women that be having these issues, and I'm like, bro, this is a gorgeous woman. This is a gorgeous, beautiful woman. These are women that I'm like, bro, she ain't never gave me no issue. Be sweethearts to the T. That's why I said some of y'all don't know, but I said I know some of these people, man. They don't never give nobody no issue. That's why I said, friends, when you was talking about yours, I was like, you are one of the nicest people in the world. Like, you are literally a sweetheart. Who would give you an issue? I know men that would throw themselves at you. And if somebody has the opportunity and they don't even want to take it serious, like, yo, I don't understand it. I'm not telling men to be simps or anything. Nobody got to be a simp, men or women. I'm just saying, like, when somebody's interested, you would think they would be interested, right? It really is sad. I did not know how bad it was, man. All them years y'all black women talk, man, I didn't know how bad it was. My gosh. And then I'm starting to see, because maybe they was undercover with it at first. They are outright doing this stuff now. Like, this is so gay. And that's why I said down low suspect men. Now you see why a lot of them want to be men of God, want to be pastors, and want to be leaders and stuff. Down low, suspect. That's why I tell y'all women, if you're talking to a man that tells y'all he's a man of God, suspect. Don't talk to him. He's a weirdo. Because a man of God ain't got to tell you he got to be one. You feel me? Man, a guy ain't gonna hit you with no scriptures and hit you with this little whack YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I meet women, I don't tell them I'm a pastor's son. I don't tell them who my father is. I don't need them to know that. I want to make sure they're not a freaking weirdo and I don't attract more of them over here. You feel me? I tell people I act like I'm a normal person. Literally. I'm literally just like, hey, what's up? Okay, well, cool, whatever. I don't tell people my last name. I don't tell people who I am, where I come from. I don't tell people who my peoples is. I don't tell people what I do on YouTube. I don't tell nobody nothing. Because I don't want them to know that. Because I know if you of God or if you of somebody that I like, then I said, then we gonna make it work. I ain't gotta use no title. I ain't never gotta use no title. He definitely is the problem. That's why I was saying, like, bro, don't be feeling bad. Don't feel bad about no dude. You got dudes trying to make girls feel bad. It's like, bro, you the one pursuing me. Nigga, you the one coming to me. How you supposed to be pursuing a wife and she gotta pursue you? Who leads a sweet innocent woman on? Do you want him or not? Like that's the thing. Like, bro, do you want her or not? This ain't hard. I'm like, bro, I just all these is facts. That's why I said, bro, this is literally facts, dude. Because it's like, who does this? Right, and dudes know that. Because again, these men, when they effeminate, they like that you cry. They like that you feel some type of way. Because I'm trying to tell y'all, listen, y'all, all the women in here. That's why I said I'm gonna give y'all PSA. Because you know, Negroes be playing games. They don't want people to know the game. Just like how some women gave me the game with women. I said, I'm gonna give you the game on men. I said, men know y'all feel. Men know we say certain stuff to make y'all feel a certain type of way. Men make promises they know they can't keep. Men will say stuff just to get y'all in your feels, just so he can get in your pants. Or he plays psychological games. That's why when what you think the first thing is when he mad, what does he do? He don't just walk away and go on about his business. He gotta call you a bitch. He gotta threaten to put his hands on you. I call you less than. I call you fat. I call you stupid or something. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows. See, he said that to another man. See, if he came to me and said that, he'd be picking up his teeth off the ground. See, when niggas are standing right there in my face, they looking at their shoes. Because they know if they look up in my eyes, they going to be looking back down on their shoes when I fade them. He know a woman can't do nothing to him. So he can call y'all stupid and call y'all fat and call y'all the B word and call you a slut. And all that. He knows if he says that to another man, he's going to be picking up his jaw. So that's why, because again, when men hear words like that, oh, I'm going to hurt you, nigga, for saying that. See, when women hear that, they go, why would you say that? That's just so disrespectful. Because they know women are more emotional. See, men know they can play mind games on women. That's why they forget that when they talking to a man like me, they can't play mind games. That's why a bunch of them came over here trying to play mind games. And I said, well, brother, when I fade you and knock you out crazy, I want you to remember that. See, now, oh, it's not godly. Oh, see, nah, man, see, you violent. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm a violent man. Because I'm needed for people like you. You won't beat them on some woman. You didn't see what you was doing. You was making her cry profusely. We was playing with her, hurting her heart. You have any idea what that makes them feel? Women got bad anxiety. It's making them feel like they dying 10 times over. And you think that's funny. Bucking up to them like you gonna do something. Then I'm in your face, and when I put my fist in your nose, it's not gonna be funny. Oh yeah, now it makes you think twice before you call somebody out their name. Say, I bet you wouldn't come and call me a bitch. I bet you wouldn't come and call me a nigga. You wouldn't come and call me them words. Because you know what's gonna happen if you do. That's why I was like, no, I ain't gonna change the way I talk. I ain't gonna change the way I talk. Niggas don't like. I said, yeah, notice nigga men don't like how I talk. Because they realize when I put you on that neck of yours for talking crazy, it's not gonna be funny. That's why I sound like, brother, I ain't one of them black women. I ain't one of them other women you can holler at. I said, nah, nigga, I'm a nigga. Like, you gonna find out today. That's why they won't get on YouTube and won't get online and talk crazy. Notice ain't nobody ever came over here and said nothing. See a big, stalky black man's in your face, you gonna think twice before you talk. It's crazy. That's why I say, y'all ain't got to cry about them no more, man. You ain't got to cry about none of that. Because then when you realize that dude, that's why I said, you ain't got to cry about no effeminate man. If a man can't see, look here, man. Look here. If a man cannot see that a beautiful, intelligent woman is standing right there in his face, a woman that loves God, a woman that is not necessarily a soft talker, but she knows she's not crazy like that. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's beautiful, a woman that got all her priorities straight. What is there not to want? What is there not to want? If I got a woman like that in my face pursuing me, and she's like, hey, I think I want to go on a date with you. I'm like, hey, I like you. What's wrong with that? Why would I have a problem with going on a date? Oh, I'm tired. Oh man, it's a long day. It don't matter if it's a long day. When you like somebody, you will stay up to 2 in the morning. I don't care what you said. When you like somebody, if you had to be up at 5 or 6 in the morning, you will stay on the phone 2 in the morning with them sometimes, if you really want to. Because when you are excited to talk to them, they become the highlight of your day. Man, look, I've been doing the game a long time. So I'm gonna tell y'all about these effeminate men, because this is stuff I never did, but I didn't think people did this. Let me put these in the house real quick, y'all, because we gonna go on the walk and talk. We getting this. I'm gonna answer y'all stuff. Hold on, put this in the house. Mama ordering stuff. Hold on, let me put this in the house real quick, y'all. Take mama stuff in the house. Hold on. Right, it's like, dude, if you can't, but see, that's the problem. They don't want to date. They want to play. That's why you see dudes, they don't want to get married. They just want to fool around all the time. Get in people's pants. That's like the dude I used to know. He did stuff like that. He wouldn't get with the single mom. She's a single mom. No, she's got a kid. She's got a past. She got a couple of bodies on her belt. I said, well, don't stop you from getting in her pants. It don't stop you from doing it. He's all, well, you know, she has a past and she's been with other men. This man done been with half the United States. This old gonorrhea dripping guy sitting here talking about her. I said, I know you ain't trying to talk. You know what's funny? She don't live with her mama, you do. Ain't that like a nigga that live with his mama? Living with somebody that he know while she's independent taking care of her daughter. That's why I said, I'm like, nah, because I'm like, nah, I know I get on the women's case, but I said I always got on the dude's case too. I don't like y'all niggas either. And when I become in power one day, I'm putting y'all niggas in my cornfields. I'm gonna put y'all in my slave fields too, because y'all getting beat like crazy too. I don't like y'all either. Because the way that y'all do everybody, man, the way that y'all come and try to harass, see, they can't harass me, because then they realize, like I said, I'm gonna hurt them. And then I got jokes. So then when you got jokes and you can roast them, that's when they want to come with scriptures and the word of God. Like, no, you ain't gonna try to come deep now. You wasn't deep when you was over putting curses on people and want to browbeat people and stuff. I said, now you ain't gonna be deep now. And then you gotta deal with a Negro. That ain't funny no more. He's be the type of man that wanna talk crazy to their woman. And then if their woman was under my protection, he wouldn't say nothing else. Because then when he's laying unconscious and they got to throw a bucket of water on him and wake him up, he's going to realize don't talk crazy again. That's why I'm like, man, y'all ain't got to cry over these niggas that's girlier than girls. That's why we trying to tell y'all, man, like, I know y'all want y'all as a black man, but I said, go look somewhere else for a black man first. Go look in another city for one. If you can't find one there, be open to other ethnicities. Because some of these black men is dumb as all outdoors too. Some of them are stupid. These white dudes and these black men and even some of these Latinos, but they just be stupid. It's like, bro, y'all all dumb. Everywhere, all over the world, you got a problem with this man culture, bro. Like, these dudes are just too, again, I don't think there's nothing wrong with being a man. I think that some people are just a little too alpha. Like you got some women, there's nothing wrong with being a woman, but they just too feminist. It's like, you don't have to be extreme, man. You ain't got to be freaking extreme on everything. All over the world, boy, sexism is a really big problem. I'm not talking about sexism in a way where people are saying jokes. You know, this is American stuff. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, like, what they really do to people. How them Muslim men treat their women. How them African men be treating their women. You feel me? How a lot of Asian men will treat the women. You see how they do people. It's like, bro, that is really messed up. It's disrespectful. That's why they be wanting to do all men's conference. Nigga, I ain't going to all men's conference. Bunch of you gay lords, man. I want to be around y'all. I want to be around a bunch of niggas with their things out. Be taking showers. Man, it's disgusting, dude. Niggas be farting all up in the cabin, walking around with their thing out. I don't even like going to the gym bathroom, man, because he got some old man there walking around with his thing out. Like, people just don't even care. They must be thinking they the lords of society. I'm trying to tell y'all, I said, boy, please, go find your man. I'm going to tell y'all women now, I'm going to tell y'all, especially y'all black women, y'all listen up. Don't ever pursue no man. I'm not saying you can't put yourself out there. I'm not saying you can't make conversation and say, hey, you know, my name is such and such. Put yourself in the crosshairs to talk to somebody. You're going to find somebody you see as attractive. It don't hurt to go, like, say, hey, or introduce yourself. But don't ever chase them and double text and walking around, hey, well, I miss you, and waiting a year. They don't take no year. Man, please, whenever I saw a woman I like, boy, I was on that thing right there. It ain't take no year for me to talk to no woman. Do you know one of the reasons why some of the girls that I fell out with before, why we had an issue falling out, it wasn't because I did nothing wrong. It was because the fact that they realized that I was different from everybody else they knew. And that's what scared them. They couldn't afford to get in a situation with me that they got in with everybody else. That's why when I would tell them, what's the problem? Well, there ain't no problem. I don't think anything's wrong. I said, well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm just scared you're going to do me like them. Like, they was more scared of the fact I was going to do them like that than the fact that I ever did it. We fell out not because I was bad. We fell out because I was too good. That was the fallout that I had. And it's sad that and that's why I said I was mad at them at first, but I said, but I understand why they feel that way, because when all you know is lying and beating and cheating and stuff, of course you're going to think that. You're not going to believe I really like you. You're not going to believe I really love you. You know what I'm saying? So I can see you still feeling that way. I can see that. You feel me? That's why I said, I'm like, and these dudes have made the game harder for people like me. That's why when you do this stuff, they think, what you want? I don't want nothing from you. That's why people think, when I was even talking to Mama about that yesterday. And I said, Mama, do you know people think that wisdom is just common sense nowadays? I said, people think common sense now is super deep wisdom. She said, no, right? I said, Mama, I be talking, people be thinking I'm super wise. I'm like, that ain't super wise, man. It's called common sense. I'm not going to call my woman out her name. It ain't no wisdom, nigga. That's just stuff you don't do. It's called having manners, having respect. That's what happened when you one of them dumb niggas that go to church all day not doing it with your life. You ain't doing nothing. Sitting there wanting a man of God to give you a word all day because you don't know how to think for yourself. That's why dudes still go to church and beat their wife. Go to church still messing with children. All type of stuff. Like, man, because you watch Darby don't make you no good person. Some of the worst people in the world I've ever seen watch Darby. A stupid man that can't be a man, need another man to tell him what to do. And that's why when now the daddy gone, they want me to step into place and, hey, you do it now. Nah, nigga. Nah. Because if I did do it, I would get on your case all the time. As black men, you can't afford to sit right here being like that, man. I'm sitting here trying to be I'm trying to be in the middle for our people. Sitting here trying to fight for our people. We got a bunch of stupid black men, a bunch of stupid niggas, a bunch of stupid Officer Tatums, and a bunch of stupid house niggas. I said, you know what? I'm getting tired of doing this. I said, now it's gonna be up to somebody else to do it. That's why I said I've seen black women, man, they was like, look, I tried to hold on. They said I tried to get these black men to act right. They don't want to act right, and guess what they go do? Go talk somebody over on the other side of the world. There ain't no sin to go talk outside your race. Moses got with an Ethiopian, and guess what they did? Guess what a bunch of niggas do? Talk about you because you do that, and guess what they did? Turn white, because they couldn't shut up. Sometimes you might have to go talk to an Ethiopian or talk to somebody else outside your race. You know, because everybody has made it super serious about a lot of this colorism stuff. I said, in my utopia, I'm going to breed out the white stuff. I'm going to breed out the racism and all the hatred and prejudice, because everybody going to be light-skinned. Everybody going to be interracial. Everybody going to be light-skinned in the future. Because if everybody light-skinned, you can't talk about who's better, because y'all niggas all the same color. All y'all the same color. This stuff has been going on, man, for generations. I hate the fact that half the world is fighting each other over some color and over some ethnicity. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. The world has a temper tantrum problem because we got a bunch of dudes with small chobes, small little peckers who got atomic missiles, atomic bombs ready to blow up the world to see who's bigger, to see who got a bigger size in their genes. That's pretty much what this is about. Dudes is flexing their nuclear warheads to see who's bigger and who's better. And they gonna kill everybody just to show you who's bigger and who better. This is crazy. That's why I said atomic warfare was the stupidest thing ever created in mankind, the dumbest thing ever created. You gonna kill everybody because you got an ego problem. Then we got a maniac in the White House that got an ego problem. Gonna kill everything. I don't think Kamala Harris is a good candidate either. But I don't think she would be trying to blow up the world and do the stupid stuff that she's doing. I don't think she would do that because, you know, women usually think about some things first. They're usually more reasonable. Because men, our first reaction when we get mad, we gonna kill him. Like, oh, no, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Women think like, hold on, wait, man, let me think now. That's why they usually be, baby, no, come on, baby, come on. Just walk away from it. Come on, baby, come over here. Because they know men, like two male lions are going to fight to the death. Men are ready to go do something rash. And women have to calm us down and be like, baby, hey, come on. Just walk away. And usually when a man calms down, he tells his girl, hey, thanks. Because I was about to go off. You know what I'm saying? I was about to go off. Yeah, that's why I said true love ain't got no color. And ain't got no color. And I'd rather for a black woman who's a precious black woman to be married by a white man who would treat her right than to be married by some Black Panther Negro who beats her and mistreats her. See, color don't matter no more. Because when you come down to it, it's a respect thing. That's why I said I'll beat up anybody. I'll beat up a white person, I'll beat up a black person, I'll beat up Ethiopia, I don't care who you is. Because like I said, it's a respect thing. People of all cultures and colors have lost their respect. So now we got to treat this as a oneness thing. It's like, okay, well now everybody's a Negro now. In my eyes, everybody's a Negro. So we gonna deal with you how we deal with them. That's why I say you'd be surprised at respect. And again, I'm not advocating for people to just leave and go. And, you know, and I'm not saying don't date your type. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying go where you respect it. Most people want to. Most people want to go in their own ethnicity. Most people, like I said, 85% of black men get married to black women. Most men and most women are going to marry within their culture. As I said, I have a Salvadorian friend. She just got married the other month. You know what I'm saying? She got married to another Salvadorian. She told me before she was married, she said, before she was even with this guy, she said, I don't mind dating black guys or white. She said, I don't really care about the color. She said, but I would kind of prefer to be with somebody that's of my own. You know what I'm saying? She said, just because it's more of a cultural thing. She said, that's just me. And I said, there's nothing wrong with that. Most people would rather date inside their own. But when they own is being stupid now, see, back in the 50s and 60s, us black folk wasn't like this. Black folk wasn't dumb. Like, we had to stand in unity, and we loved the fact that we had unity. You know what I'm saying? And black women were real back then. Black men were respectable and real back then. So everybody was kind of like, oh, you see at the juke joint, like, hey, man, she kind of cute. Wasn't no social media, wasn't no sliding each other, no phone numbers, hey, add me on Instagram. Like, wasn't none of that, man. It was more like, hey, hey, she's cute. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if the mama can dance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how you started. That's why I used to hear little love stories about like, hey, I met her at the club back then because the clubs wasn't like it is nowadays. I met her at the juke joint because it wasn't like it is nowadays. And I said, now everybody has social media and they so weird and everybody want one-night stands and everybody been with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has respect. Everybody's fake. No, they're not real. And so everybody's on the internet arguing about whose fault it is. Black men mad at black women and black women mad at black men. And I'm just like, bro, some of y'all, all of y'all just atrocious. Some of y'all just really the worst. And then you see how both parties can't treat each other with respect. And then the ones that do try, like the black women that are good black women that do try, they get treated bad by their own women, by other black women who don't like them. You too proper. You think you white. Oh, see, she's pretty. She got the good hair. You know what I'm saying? For no reason. Every culture, as I told y'all, is tired of their own. White people tired of each other. Black people, everybody's tired of each other, dude. So that's why everybody is usually kind of just, I mean, they're not to say they're trying to get out, but it's like they don't mind venturing around because then you start to see the interests of other people. God made this whole world, man. Like, we got to see other people's stuff, man. I love other people's stuff. I love my own, but I also love other people too. And I said, if you're not going to do the job, then whoever going to do the job is the one going to do the job. See, I ain't looking at this. I ain't looking at no color. I ain't looking at no ethnicity. Like, no, whoever's going to do the job is going to do the job. Whatever color he is, if you do what I want you to do, and you worthy of me doing it for you, that's the one I'm going to choose. Two black people can still be married to each other and still get divorced. Just because you're the same color doesn't mean you're compatible. I wish people would understand that and stop looking at it, well, we trying to prove white people wrong thing, or we trying to prove black people wrong things. Like, bro, maybe you should prove it to yourself. Maybe prove real love first before you look at some body. I'll look at some color. There you are. That's why I told you. I said any man that won't make plans with his woman on the down low. I don't care what you said. Because see, the generation of dudes I grew up in, we was always trying to be around more of the girls than the dudes. Like, we love the homies. But when no girl calls, oh shoot, I just dropped my earring. I said, when no girl calls, we knew, hey man, hey. Now They trying to hang with the guys, and now they like, oh, hey, nah, man, because my guy friends gonna be mad at me. Dudes is worried about what their guy friends gonna say about them because he left them for a girl. I would ditch all those losers to go be with some woman that I like. Like, bro, that's the whole point. Dudes talking about, yeah, she gonna be mad. They gonna be mad at me. So, are you sleeping with them? That's when I would start asking questions. You know, you sound like that's what dudes that would say. That's what dudes with girlfriends would say. Well, I don't know, y'all. My girlfriend gonna be mad at me if I stay out late with the homies. Why you care? Cause your guy friend gonna be mad at you because you left him to go be with a girl? Like, bro, my homies would never know where I'm at. They probably thought I got kidnapped because I would never text them back, bro. I would never call them because I'm like, bro, I done left to go be with her. Put my ring back on. Yeah, that stuff is beyond crazy, man. People really think like it. I don't know. They might be mad at me. One of my friends, bro, she's Italian. She's Italian and Mexican, bro. Cute girl. And that's why I said, y'all, keep in mind, these are not no ugly women. These are not no flat women either. These are good-looking women. She had told me, she said, because again, she needed a guy's advice. I noticed that some women come to me because they need a guy's advice. Because they was like, you are one of the only guys I can talk to. I'm like, bro, I'm starting to hear that lately. And women are saying that. She said, I need a guy's advice. She said, so this guy I'm interested in, she said, we go to the gym sometimes, we see each other. She said, we kind of like each other, but he won't make his moves. She said, bro, I'm trying to show him I'm interested. He's got every excuse in the world. He's weird. Must be raindrops. Raindrops or something. But I said, she was like, he's weird. He won't. She was like, dude, I told him. She said, I think she shares a house with her sister or her roommate. She said, I told him, hey, come over. We'll have a movie night. I mean, he's going to have a place along with a woman. She said he was all, well, I don't know, because my roommate just got in a breakup with his girlfriend and he really needs me there for him. Keep in mind, his roommate was broken up with his girlfriend for 2 weeks. What nigga need to be around another nigga for 2 weeks? I said, I don't care if he just got lost his girlfriend that night. If my woman called me and we got some time to ourselves, hey, homie, hope you the best. I'll check on you in the morning, fam. I gotta go be my woman. He was making up excuses why he couldn't come over. Yo, I said, yo. So you mean to tell me he's got a nice, good-looking woman who, again, ain't no flat woman, is sitting right there, come over. He's like, oh, well, you know, the homie needs me more. Gay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Yo. Yo. Right, that's why, Francis, they be weird. Bro, I tell him, like, dude, that is so weird. I said, dude, he was like, he would rather be with his homie because he's going through a hard time 2 weeks after his breakup. I said, I don't care if my homie was going through the worst time of his life. Like, hey, man, I can't be with you 24/7. You're going to have to go to sleep. And when you do, I need to be my woman. I told her, you know what they doing, right? Hugging and cuddling while you ain't there. When they say the phrase, he wants to do the homie, he's going to do the homie. Because I don't know man, no straight man that's going to ever pass up no good-looking woman. That's why I said, I can't believe y'all women are having to face this. Yo, man. Yo. That's why I said, see, Steve used to be, I was a general at the game. You know what I'm saying? And whenever a woman that called me and said, hey, man, you know, are you up? I need your help, or I just need somebody to talk to. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, boy. 20 minutes or less. Yo, I live for this. You know what I used to love on Snapchat? It says such and such is typing. It makes every man feel good. You mean she's typing me? She's texting me? What she want? Snapchat makes it more exciting because you don't even know what it says. It just says such and such is typing. And then it says they sent you a message. You're like, why they send me a message so late? I'm like, why all of a sudden now? They never send me a message. Like, they don't ever send me a message through the day. Like, what's up? They barely even text back. They barely even say anything. Then they be like, you know, I don't know what's going on. It's like, can you come over, man? Zoom. Well, I put the key in the ignition like 5 seconds after you said that, girl. I'm on my way. They be like, you got here fast? Yeah, nigga, because you told me to. Like, bro, I'm over here. Man, you ain't never had to tell Steve, boy. Steve, because again, I ain't stupid. See, brother, that's her shoulder to cry on. See? Then you're going to be a dependable guy. See, she's calling you because she depends on you. She's stupid. Don't understand that. The fact that she says she want to make plans with you, that means she like you. She's a very cute woman. That means a lot of dudes is out to her. She's choosing you. And dudes don't even take that serious. That's why I'm like, bro, I've seen some women myself. I'm like, dude, that's why when I be hearing y'all women's problem, I said, listen, if you had asked me to come and do something like that, I would do it. Because I'm not stupid. I'm a man. I know what I see. I'm like, bro, this is a good woman. I know a good woman when I see one. So if you was like, hey, let's go do something, it don't matter if I lived an hour away. I'm like, girl, you are worth an hour drive. You are worth that. You are worth the hour away trip. Like, I would do that. A man would travel across the country. A man would travel across the world to go find the woman he want to be with. I know a dude has done that. I know a couple of men have done that. Distance ain't gonna stop nobody from getting what they want. I don't care what you said. Man, please. Please. I told y'all my ex was from Texas. Her family was from Texas. I came to her all the time. There ain't nothing gonna stop me from getting what I want. I talked to a girl in Turkey, and I said, bro, I was finna get a flight over to Turkey to go see the girl. That's how serious. I'm like, bro, I will spend money. I don't care, man. A man is going to do what he wants to do. Because you best believe if Rihanna was on his phone, he would go out there to her if she said, come out here. If Rihanna text him, he pick it up. He pick it up within 2 seconds. Hey, girl. Hey, baby. How you doing, girl? Yeah. You doing with A$AP Rocky? Yeah. He gonna come. He gonna text her. Be singing her song. You, you. I'm texting you. Well, try to come over here and act like now when it's your girl, you want to take forever to respond. It's like, and that show you right there, you ain't a priority. You're not a priority to him. Right. And it's okay. Like I said, when I got out of Sudden, I did my affirmations. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that, man. I started praying in the morning. That's why I said I don't say God became my woman, because that sounds weird. You know what I'm saying? But I said, but God became my love. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said God is my first love, man. You know what I'm saying? And that felt good because I'm like, I didn't need a woman at the time to make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? I said, we all gonna get up. I said, people get upset with somebody that they was with or something. Like, it happens, but at the same time, when you realize your worth, you ain't gonna let nobody make you feel bad. Like, bro, please. Be doggone if I'm gonna let an unemployed Floyd make up excuses. Yeah. That's why I'm like, bro, you be having, bro, this thing, this is the thing that trips me out. Because you know how Negroes say ain't no good black women. These be the good black women. Like, bro, Francis is a good black woman. Like, dude, and they still doing this. Then that should show you it's not the black women. It's not the black women. I'm starting to realize what the problem is in every society now. It's the men. Every society, it's the men. So you telling me over in the Islam society, over with the women that have to wear the turbans, you telling me that the women are the problem? Like, no, it's the men that's the problem. And now I'm starting to realize it's not the black women that's the problem. It's the dudes. Because the good black women are having a hard time with this now. I can't believe it. They say good black women are really rare. That's the one thing I would tell you. That's the one thing I would tell you. It doesn't make you white because you act like it. Any race can act like it. But I told you the ones that was very scarce to find that were single was the black women. The black women like that, it was very hard to find them single because everybody wanted a piece of that. Everybody, the Asians, the white dudes, the other black guys, the Hispanic guys, somebody was always with a beautiful, intelligent black woman. They were never single. I've never seen one single, dude. They were the only ones that was the hardest for me to find because everybody wanted one. It's not that they don't exist. It's just they always take them because everybody wants one. And then a dude is lucky enough to get a sweet thing in front of his face, and he don't even take it serious. No, brother, where was she at when I was looking? Like, I was looking for that. Where was she at? She just happened to be near your location. You couldn't tell me otherwise, boy, please. I'll be on a plane today. Planning out my trips. Like, girl, what you want to do when I get there? I'm like that. What you want to do? And guess what I do? Come pick her up as a gentleman. Come and take out on a date. I'm not saying we ain't spoiling nobody and we ain't no simps. It's just since it's traditional. This is a traditional woman. We got to be traditional here. Who gets around a woman don't even tell her how pretty she is? Like, you don't even compliment her. That's the first thing I say about the woman. Like, hey, you beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, you look good. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff you say. Dudes don't even do that. That was the whole reason I like being around you, because I get to tell you that all day. I get to hold your hand, I get to love on you, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes us feel good as men. Men love that stuff. They're not going to admit it, but a lot of us love that stuff. That's why I told y'all after the first date, a man won't tell you what the whole ride home he's smiling. We are smiling in the car, dude. After we hug you goodbye and we let you go on about your business, we happy. You got our testosterone or whatever that stuff is up. You know, you got our adrenaline running. You know what I'm saying? It feels happy. That'd be the best sleep we get. That's the best sleep we get. We go home, man. We can't even sit down half the time. Or if we do, we watching TV, but we think about you. And dudes don't even want that no more. Because they want it with the homies. They want it with the homies. That's why they always got their boys over. That's why I said, don't you think it's suspect a lot of these dudes want a man to lead them? Why you think they always need a man? Why you think they be on there mad because a woman on there preaching? Because they gay. Suspect. Why they mad because a woman gonna be president? Because you suspect. Why you mad because there's women apostles? Because you suspect. Why you mad that ain't a man gonna take over the church? Because you a freaking suspect. You like your salad tossed. You like your salad tossed and ate. That's what you like. Yeah. I can tell you who it is. Look at his shopping cart. He got extra croutons in there. Yeah, he's one of those. Croutons and Italian dressing. He like his salad toast. Yeah, that's how you can check the man out. Check his cart. They should do an inventory check on these stores and see how many croutons is bought. And I guarantee you, be these niggas. These niggas be the ones buying croutons. That's how you know how back in the 80s they said if you got an earring in your left ear, you gay. Yeah. If you got croutons in his basket, he's gay. Cause I don't know no straight man gonna eat no croutons. I don't know the straight man eat a salad. But he get croutons in his cart. Yep, he likes his salad toss. Don't be surprised. That's why I said don't be surprised. They do be talking a big game. That's why I said beware of these dudes. Be like, yeah, girl, I'm gonna give it to you all night long. Yeah, they call me the master. You know, all these little stupid names, the hash sling and slash and stuff. But it'd be like 3 seconds, 30 seconds at most, sitting there crying because he couldn't last long. That's why I said now these women coming out telling their stories. That's why I be laughing. They be on there talking crazy, and then she come out telling his story. She was like, man, dude is the wackest. That's why the homie, he always had his alpha male complex. He got to come with his old alpha male stuff. And I said, nah, you compensate for something. And then old girl, the single mom he kept messing with, she said, bro, when I did give him a chance, she said he was the worst. She was like, man, dude sucked. He sucked. See, in front of our face, he's acting tough. He's one of them black men. Yeah, I'm a tough conservative black man. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Behind closed doors, he didn't even know me and her talked all the time. Like cause we close friends. We would FaceTime all the time. She would show me the messages. She said, Steven, she said, look what he sent me. He's over at City. He said, do I have permission to hug you when I come and see you? This nickel. I thought he was an alpha male. He's asking for permission to come hug you. Can I pick you up off the ground when I see you? He's like, are you going to have sex with me when I see you? I thought you was an alpha man. Remember, alpha man are just about it. Remember, it just happens, right? Yeah, see, he was acting tough in front of the homies. That's why he would look at me. He didn't even know what I knew. He didn't even know I knew. I played stupid like I didn't know. I said, yeah, I know. That's why he was worried about me and her being around each other, because he was worried that I was going to do that with her. I said, if that was true, I knew her before I even knew you. So if that was the case, we would have did that already. But I said I couldn't blame her if she was attracted to me, because I'm like, I'm a real man. And that's what they see. Even she was like, she said, you a real man. She said, you ain't like him. I said, I know. He thinks we alike because we two black dudes. I'm like, no, we not the same. So as a nigga want to get you on a level. I said, well, bro, I don't treat women like that. I don't talk to them like that. I don't go use a single mom for her body and then put her down because she's a single mom. Well, nigga, stop sleeping with her then. It's one thing if you was just doing that with her and that's it. I said, he was telling her that he loved her. He was telling her that he's in love with her and he's going to date her. And then when she acting crazy, we just thought she was crazy because she can't be a little emotional. And then she was like, no, I'm like that because he told me that he loves me and that he was going to date me. And then she said, when I seen he was talking to other girls and he's acting funny in front of y'all, he acting like I'm crazy. And I said, man, I said, girl, I'm sorry. This whole time you was right. I just thought you was crazy. And the whole time she was right. And now when he couldn't treat that good woman he seen, the good woman that was trying to pay his rent, this nigga couldn't even pay his own rent. But he's hollering at some single mom who got a good job, who takes care of her kid, who takes care of some other family members of hers. She got good credit. She can afford good stuff because she got good credit. She got good credit. She was about to get a new car and everything. He couldn't even pay his bills, but he's an alpha male. And he's putting her down. I said, well, you know, I got more respect for the single mom than I got for you. And then he had to go back and live with his mama because he couldn't even live by himself. In her basement, watching alpha male videos all day and Nick Fuentes and podcasts and stuff, and then he come back super weird. Keep in mind, the nigga moved to Atlanta. Yep, tossed salad central. Buddy got his salad mega tossed. That's why he was acting fruity towards me. That's why he was acting fruity with all the dudes. People don't even hit up. He's hitting up all the men now. Notice he wasn't hitting up no women. He was hitting up the men. All day, every day. All the homies come to me, hey, bro, that bro hit you up. Yeah, he hit me up this morning. Like, he hit me up too. Like, he was hitting up everybody. You multiple texting men. Like, what's your problem? What's your fetish? Oh, red onion salad tossing. Like, what's your fetish? That's why I said we can't heal the black community until we heal some of these niggas. I said that. You know, we working on the black women working on themselves. I said, but you niggas, y'all really do be the problem, man. Because when I realized who's the ones that's doing a lot of killing and the ones who's doing a lot of this stuff that's going on, I said, be y'all niggas. See, y'all don't hesitate to kill black women no more. Y'all don't care. That's why I say y'all don't care. Y'all spray up anything. You kill anything. Black children ain't off limits. Other black good people like us ain't off limits. Black women ain't off. Grannies ain't even off limits, dude. Grannies just be standing there in Chicago. There was some grannies on the block standing there in Chicago. They got hit on the ground getting resuscitated, man, because some Negro connect right. How you hit a granny, man? Man, she got groceries. They was out shopping. Granny survived civil rights just to get shot by a nigga. You see what I'm saying? You survive all this from white people and you get shot by your own kind. Yo, man, and that's why I said, and when we dome some of you niggas, when we take some of you off the street permanently, don't be sitting there crying. Don't be sitting there acting surprised when we do this. And that's why I said these radical white people are meant for y'all. You know, you want to harass, then they want to get some version of God and want to be a freaking retarded Hebrew Israelite, want to get out there and holler at everybody. And then when some man like me's in their face, now they want to cower up. Then when somebody white in their face, they don't want to do nothing. Weak. We got these niggas out here singing songs, man. Gathering in groups, no weapons, just singing songs. This is why it's very hard to get justice for Nolan Wills. This is why it's very hard justice for one of our black individuals that dies and goes missing, because you got a bunch of Negroes that want to choose this time to do antics. We need real warriors, real militant cats. See, when we was back in the BLM marching, we had our assault rifles. We was real men out there. We was ready to do something. These Negroes done gathered and singing songs and chanting. Weak men. That's why they'll see y'all black women get beat up on the street and sit there and record. Ain't the ones that start, because you know it's some women that do start. It's like, okay, they get whooped, okay. But I said, but y'all be minding y'all business. Some dude hit y'all. I done seen the weak society. There was a Muslim woman up in Canada minding her business. She got jumped by a whole bunch of white people. She's screaming help. She got jumped. And there's dudes in the background. People stand in the background just watching. Ain't doing nothing. Yeah, these men are the problem with this society. They the problem. God help y'all if y'all a black woman. God help y'all. If you in the United States and got to walk down the street by yourself, the Lord be with you. Woe unto those. I know what the Bible say, woe unto those, man. Woe unto those, man. Because these Negroes ain't going to help y'all, man. They already mad because some woman shot them down and hurt their feelings, and they justify one woman get raped. Justify one woman get kidnapped. Why she wearing what she wearing? You niggas are the most sickest, nastiest niggas. Oh, yeah, it's definitely Steve for president. Because if I was president, half the world's population to get straight. Some of y'all probably wouldn't even still be kicking it. Putting half of them Negroes in slave ships, man. I'm dealing with y'all. You white dudes and you Negroes. I'm dealing with y'all. That's why I said you can't convince me some of these black men ain't no different from some of these white men. Y'all all the same, man. All y'all should just go get a bunch of MAGA hats and get out there and just march with each other, man. Y'all all the same, dude. You literally all the same. And then we sitting there trying to heal the black community. We got some old tap dance and honey dipper over here sitting there like, oh man, because you know, technically, you gotta say the letter Y stuff. And all these weird niggas coming here. Only people on Darby case is some EBT idiot. Just coming here acting stupid. Daddy trying to help a bunch of these men, man. You got a bunch of weird, nasty Negroes. Nah, man, because you got it wrong. Okay, you keep talking that. Unemployed Floyd, you keep talking that. Man, you know you a mental idiot. You out there cosplaying as a Hebrew. You know you weird. You ain't gotta be a Hebrew Israelite by no tradition, nigga. You Hebrew Israelite by blood. I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I ain't gotta wear no outfits. When it's time to go to war, I'm ready to go to war. I ain't out there marching around singing songs, nigga. And while they singing songs, some black woman just got hung in Miami. Just got hung down there. It's the second black woman in 6 months. And these niggas won't go out here and sing songs. Singing and chanting songs. Ain't one white person got laid out yet, but they singing songs. Yeah, you niggas ain't no different than them white people. And that's why I told y'all black women, get y'all firearms. Get y'all guns and stuff. Because you might have to defend yourself for a minute. See, I ain't in your city, so I can't really help you. I said, so you might have to defend yourself. And even if I ain't there, I'm like, you can't always depend on somebody to come get y'all. Y'all gonna have to defend yourself, man, because it's very clear that even if you in public, and people ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna help you. You turn some dude's phone number down, he ready to kill you. You got men pulled out his gun and try to shoot some girl because she said no to his number. Yo, that's scary. Imagine you walking down the street minding your business any casual day and some dude asks you like, oh, no, I'm okay. And he shoot you because you said no. Yo, that's crazy. I done seen what dudes don't have a temper. 14-year-old boys is having tempers now, man. Dude took his girlfriend out to the railroad track and killed her because she broke up with him. A nigga that can't control his emotions, man, that's deadly. That's why I said it's very deadly for men who can't control their emotions because they are ready to kill. A woman usually sit there and just cries and, oh my God, this is terrible, and go eat Haagen-Dazs and go cry with her girlfriends. Dude's ready to kill something. That's why they usually tell women, they was like, when you done with him, he's not done until he say he done. They said, you can say you done all you want to. Until he decides to be done, he ain't done. Because he gonna keep stalking you. Especially if you got some good, yeah, he ain't gonna be done till he wanna be done. That's why I tell women, it don't matter because you go get no EPO tape. Nigga, that's a piece of paper. It's good that it's on the books, but a piece of paper cannot literally save you. And that's why dudes be having EPOs and all type of restraints against them and still show up and kill you. Still show up and do stuff. Because that paper ain't gonna stop them. That's what that rifle for. If he come through that door, kill him. So he'll never be no other woman's problem. I'll be laughing at dudes like that. Dudes be trying to break into some woman's house and she kill him and he laying there dead. I'll be laughing. Look at this dead nigga. Look at him. That's what he get. I find it hilarious. That's what you get. Gonna break in some woman's house, try to do something to her kid. She killed him. He wasn't expecting that. And then he got to think about that for all eternity. See? Stupid. That's what you get. Dummy. See, when more of that stuff starts happening, maybe some of these dudes will stop doing what they're doing. See, they doing it now because they ain't got no consequence. They know that, most women, they gonna sit there and just, scream and cry. I ain't gonna do nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said it's gonna shock a dude when some woman with a summer dress pulls up her strap and got a Glock on her and she holding him at gunpoint. He gets shot. He gonna be surprised he got shot by a pink Glock. He gonna be surprised because he wasn't expecting it. Imagine you take your last breath because you got killed by some woman. Stupid. I saw that happen. Some dude tried to go up to some woman, and I think it was Colombia, one of them countries over there. He didn't know he was dealing with an off-duty police cop. She was a policewoman. And he tried to rob some other woman and he tried to rob some woman and her daughter. And she came out with a gun and popped him and killed him right there. Stupid. See, he thought because he around a bunch of women, it's sweet. Like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Who's sweet? Who laying there dead now? You. And I would have told his partners, come pick your mans up. Come pick this dead nigga up. Come pick him up. You got something there to pour out RIP. Nigga, please. Please. These be the same type of dudes that be in your comments. See, it's not funny. No, you know what would have been funny? The rape he would have did to them if he would have got a chance. The murders, the brutal murders he would have did to them if he got a chance. That wouldn't be funny either. Somebody had to stop him. Somebody took this idiot off the earth. Somebody took him. I remember it was back in like 1983. Some woman, she was caught on film. Y'all probably seen the viral video of her doing it. And she went in jail. She went in court in front of her child's rapist and killer. And she stood right there with a trench coat. She pulled out a gun and shot him right there in courtroom about 5 times. And everybody's like, yep, he deserved that. They was like, no, I see no fault with the mother. He deserved that. Because people tired of these sick dudes. They tired of them. It was another case that happened back in the 80s where some dude had molested this guy's son. took him on a trip, took him out, kidnapped him, he molested him. He found out what he did to his son while the police was escorting him to jail. The dude was right there at the telephone booth. He turned around, shot him in the head, killed him, and got off. I said, see, he got off. Because people don't feel sorry. Like, bro, people don't feel sorry for whack weird people, man. They be evil. People be evil out here. See, when you do evil, you gonna get it done back to you. That's what these dudes are starting to realize. Like, no, you're not gonna treat people like this. Playing women all your life and then a woman play you, now it's not funny. I sure don't want no man around me that don't control his emotions. That's weird. That's why I had to tell one of the homies from New York, man. Like, New York people, they kind of aggressive. Obviously they known for that. But I had to tell him, man, because he's from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? He was a former Crip. And I had to tell him, I said, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? I said, hey, bro, you're going to have to chill sometimes, man. Because we would go places and he just be ready to go off. And I said, bro, look, chill with all that, bro. Because then on top of it, homie had his son with him. And I said, dude, you can't act a fool with your son in the car, man. See, he's thinking like a Crip. I said, bro, you can't be a Crip right now. You got your son in his passenger seat, your son in the back seat, in the car seat, dude. He would be brake checking people and be ready to go off and fight. I said, bro, you can't do that with your son in the car, dude. Because anything pop off in this car is going to be your responsibility. I said, you got to think, dude, you in Texas, man. People got guns here. People do drive-bys all the time. I said, bro, you got to be careful what you get you and your son life in, bro. See, I'm a passenger. I got to fire him. I can fire back. But I said, well, bro, I wouldn't want to put your son at risk. Me and the homie had to tell him, hey, bro, relax, bro. You got your kid, man. Think about your kid. Don't go off doing nothing crazy. Because an emotional man is ready to throw it all away. He's ready to just do something crazy and rash, dude. I said, bro, don't brake check people when I know it's your car. Like he would come pick us all up. We all go to one place. We all go to one place together. But I said, bro, I really think you shouldn't brake check people with your son in the car, man. It'd be one thing if he wasn't in here, but I said, with your son in here, dude, you gonna get him into something that's not good. Don't do that, bro. Like I'm begging you, don't do that. Stuff be dangerous, man. That's why I tell people, man, be careful. I tell y'all women, be careful, man. That's why I used to think that women was crazy for having to get like background checks on people. Because again, I thought women was just talking. I said, oh, man, women just dramatic. And I said, they just always trying to find detective stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, you do have to get background checks. These niggas are weird. Dude, a whole serial killer trying to take you out on a date, dudes be trying to link up with you on the first night by yourself somewhere dark. Why? This one girl said she went in her front room. All her stuff was laid out in plastic. She just had a date with this dude. Everything was wrapped in plastic. She said a police hairpin came. She said a dude was about to murder her, brutally murder her, had torture instruments and everything. And he was about to cut her up in pieces. And you telling me that checking somebody's info is weird, is stalker? No, it's not. No, it's not. You might be talking to a stupid Hebrew like got another wife, whoever that stupid woman is. They married this dude. But I said he wanted for you know what I'm saying? Usually that Hebrew is like, you can tell they just look stupid. They got this Officer Tatum look on their face. They all look stupid. They dumb. You'll tell Hebrew is like he's big, fat, and dusty. He look like he smell like mayo. Like, yeah, that's one. He's definitely one of those. Thick beards and stupid close eyes together like a spider with a wig. Yeah, that's what he look like. Y'all fall for that. Y'all just, maybe that's on y'all. Maybe that is on y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I don't even know how y'all deal with these dudes in this dating game. Boy, I tell you. That's what I said, Francis. Y'all might want to go overseas. You might want to go overseas. Because if I had a good woman in my face that I saw that had a lot of potential, especially a black woman, because you know how they say it's so rare to have one of those, and then you got one in your face, and that Negroes be sweating. Sitting here, oh, geez, oh my. Well, geez, Louise, that ain't scared. They don't even know how to talk proper English. Why you so scared that you get a good woman? When you praying on one? I think it's so funny. It's the same thing with girls. Like, girls will be praying on a good man until a good man's in their face and they scared. And it's like, when you just talking about how there is no good men, there's no good women out here for you dudes, and then you find one. Nah, she just want to use you for your money. Then you find a good black woman who don't want your money. Yo, I don't think you could be more serious. Bro, these black women do not want your money. Dude, if it's anything that black women got, it's money. Because black women are the ones that own all the freaking businesses. Black women are the ones that have the best credit out of everybody. So I don't know why you think they want your little $2. They not saying no. What they looking at is TikTok and some little degenerate who thinks she speak for black women. Like, no, she's not black women. That's a nigga. Niggas and black people are different people. They not the same. And I said a real black woman has money. She can pay your tab. Hey man, a black woman can pay your rent. She don't want your money. Just because and dudes be looking like, well, I gotta pay for the meal. Dude, when you want quality stuff, would you not do quality things to get it? You don't have to pay for nothing. But if you serious about something, see, that's a token of your gratitude and of your love. See, that's how I show you that I care about you. I'm gonna give you my time. See, women will give you their time because their time is very valuable and precious to them, right? So if she's giving you the time of day to go on a date with you that you interested in taking her out and getting to know her, the least you can do is be like, hey, well, I like to eat. Well, look, let me get your meal because that's me showing you that I appreciate you coming out to eat with me. She could have been sitting across this, because you know women, it's not hard for them to pull men. She could have been sitting across the table from a Saudi Arabian millionaire. That could have been a millionaire. She could have been talking right there. But she chose to come out with your broke behind. And you mad because you got to pay $29.75 for a meal? You stupid fat Negro. You weren't mind paying for the homies. You weren't mind paying for them. Even that men's trip I went on, man, I got in for free because, like I said, I got grace. So people know me. You know what I'm saying? But that men's trip was like $500. $500 a man. And niggas will go pay $500 going to all men's conference to go to a Charlie Kirk prep rally or something. It won't take a girl on a date for $30. You niggas. And that's why they wonder why it ain't been touched yet. That old Pee Wee size pecker ain't gonna never get played with because you know why? Because look how you act. Ain't no woman trying to touch that. This dude walking around with a MAGA hat on 2028. And he literally got online talking about, I don't know why I can't get a date. Buddy looked like if you was to punch him, he like one of them cartoon characters, you punching his face and his face kind of sunk in. Because his face looks so close together. He looks stupid. He thought like, yeah, like, I don't know why I can't get a date. Like, brother, check your hat and check your face. I don't think any woman's going to find that attractive. He get on there complaining already, talking about, see, women don't know a great guy. And I said, that's why they don't talk to men like you. You a simp. Beta male. Any man that gets on there, I rule the. I can't believe the day that black men got on here crying about black women. I promise I screenshotted that. Oh my God. This black man said that in the comments, you know you a dumb black man when you come starting with brother. Well, brother, let me tell you, you stupid. I said, he gonna say the dumbest thing he's ever said. He said, well, brother, why do black women choose to date out there that ready to go to white men instead of us? I was like, said no black man ever. It's funny, Moneybag Yo ain't having these problems. Big Boogie and Chief Keef them ain't having these problems. Why are you having these problems? Steve ain't having these problems. Why you got these problems? I don't know black women that's problematic, bro. Every black woman I've ever talked to, they have never done this. I have never had an issue with black women like that. I can't name one that I have an issue with. So I don't know what these dudes be talking about with these black. I mean, I think it's you. I just think it's you. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. This stuff is hilarious. We all, well, brother, let me tell you, they be coming up with brother Benjamin or brother Saffron. I was like, bro, can you just call me by my name? It's only the dudes that come over here and want to call me man of God and call me all these little gifs and stuff. Like, bro, call me Steve, dude. Young Darby and Mr. Darby, and then next niggas gonna call you daddy. It's like, bro, just call me Steve, man. That's my name, Steve. Just say that. They always gotta come with some title, man of God and future preacher. Like, dude, that's not my name. That's how you know a man is sus. Worry about another man's calling. Bro, what you think your calling is? Nothing that ain't got nothing to do with you. What's your calling? Peter gazing at men, looking at men when they go to the urinals. Is that what it is? I'm convinced that if you stood next to these dudes in the urinal, they'd be trying to get a peek at you. I guarantee you. If they can go to the men's dressing room and look at peeks at dudes all day, I guarantee they be looking at you. I know what these women be feeling, man. You be trying to do your workouts, and there's always some Negro sitting there eyeing you all stupid. Like, what you looking at? Oh, Rakesh over there got an attitude. He got a cockeye, so over there looking at you. Oh, cockeyed weirdo. Think about the women that go to the gym. They follow them out to their cars, just sitting there looking at them like that. Woman gonna touch it. That right there, that comment showed me when dude was like it. He said, because dude was in, it was a couple of dudes in the comments, black dudes. Keep in mind, this white dudes that do it, but this black dudes are doing it too. No, black women shouldn't mix with white guys. That's an abomination. It's trash. And then you look at him. Oh, I know why. She ain't gonna touch your fat black belly. That's what it is. You got black men in the comments. Mixed children are an abomination. These are children. Yo, pedos. As I said, investigations. There needs to be investigations. Who has the time to think a child, bro? Kids stink. I am not thinking about no silly dumb child. Like, bro, people are literally sitting there worried about a child's color. Children's future bang mates. That's what they worry about. They said, no, our black women. Nigga, it ain't your black women. And I hope you never touch another black woman in your life. I hope every woman that you talk to flees from you. I ain't got to hope it because, again, women are already doing it now. Black women ain't stupid. They ain't talking to no lame broke nigga. How's you going to procreate with a black man with terrible credit? No future game plan, no house, no car, no nothing. You look at that guy, don't have a tab, give us a tab, because you be in debt too. You be in debt to him like you are in debt to the credit bureaus. You sit there trying to talk. A black woman that clean herself and smell good. Black women always smell good. They always smell like fragrance and cherries and stuff. You feel me? Dudes be smelling like the be smelling like the dumps that Steak and Shake, man. It's like half meat, half onion rings, half fries, and half plastic. Like, niggas be stinking. Dudes be using Speed Stick because they can't afford Old Spice, can't afford a degree. Dumb didn't go to college to get a degree either. But he turned on YouTube and found a man talking about alpha male, and now he wants to get on there talking about he's a woman need to stay on her place, and that he's the man he got to lead. With what money? With what vision? Yeah, you ain't gonna never get a black woman at this rate. You ain't gonna never get one. That's why it does me happy. It makes me happy when I see a lot of these white dudes don't pull white women, and it makes me happy when I see a lot of these black men don't pull black women. Because it's the one thing that you want, you can't get. Ain't no black woman gonna ever touch you again. Dude really fixed his lips to get in the comments and say that. Do you know how much of a nigga you gotta be that you can't get one black woman and you go in the comments crying? If it's one thing I've seen with black women, they do not like crybabies. They do not like crybaby men. They want a real man to be a man. Because if you crying, and I said that attitude right there in that comment is why you don't get black women. So are you telling me that there's just only special? Are you telling me like only certain people are special? Because see, when I talk to any ethnicity, they seem to like me. They don't have a problem with me. Yo, there was a time I couldn't keep white girls off me. I couldn't keep black women, especially in Louisville. All the black girls here, man, they was just all up on you. All they wanted was a Negro. They didn't have an issue with me. The Latinas ain't got an issue with me. Why is it you have an issue? Like, why is it hard for you to get one? And I start looking. Look at your characteristics. Look how you talk to people. Look how you treat people. Yeah. Good luck with your black woman that you'll never have. And then you gonna go get a white girl and do her the same way, and she ain't gonna like niggas like you either. Ain't nobody gonna like you. It's crazy, man. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. So, so yeah, I went off tonight. That's why I know I did this live stream for a reason. I went off tonight. I don't care. I don't hold back for nobody, man. I'm tired of everybody. That's why I said I don't like, I don't like nobody, man. Just the crybaby stuff, man. Like I always hated when women did that, but now I can't believe men are doing this. I hate it even more when they do it. It's so stupid. But now I can't believe men are doing this. I hate it even more when they do it. It's so stupid. So So that's why I tell y'all, black, you ain't got nothing to feel bad about, man. Please, please. See, I can see the good qualities in you. I can see that. I have never had an issue with seeing the qualities in any woman. I can't believe this. You got a beautiful, soft-spoken black woman in your face who's interested, who has a good career path and good future, and you can't handle that. Do you know? Again, when I first moved to San Antonio, I was in a relationship with like I said, this is the most advanced woman I've ever talked to. She was like 25, 26. She owned her own house, dude. She was all because again, people in San Antonio are very smart and advanced. She already had a business on the way that she was thinking about doing. She was a school teacher. She had a great career. You know what I'm saying? She owned her own house, a car, and everything. She was financially set pretty good. And she was teaching me some stuff. I wasn't nowhere near that because I was still new to San Antonio. I was building my wealth and still trying to build myself. Do you know how many men would have been threatened by her? Do you know how many men would have been threatened by her? I didn't care about that stuff. I like the fact that she was smarter than me because she taught me stuff. I'm not proudful to take no advice from no woman. I'm proud to take advice from nobody if they know what they're talking about. And she knew what she was talking about. And she taught me some stuff. Most of these, no, all these dumb Hebrew Israelites and these little white dudes who don't own nothing, who ain't got nothing, they will be mad at her because she has more than them. They be making up excuses why they can't hang out. She financially said they ain't got their finances right, so, oh, well, see, man, you know. Like I said, my money wasn't the best. I wasn't broke, but my money, because again, I was trying to build my money back up because I spent all my money when I was out there because it took a while to get a job. I had to pay all my bills with my savings, you know what I'm saying? I had to pay my bills with my savings, but my money was, I still had a lot. Just because she had some good money, does that mean that I made her pay for the meals? That's what niggas do. Figure out you got some good money, you pay for that. They'll try to see if you're gonna get the tab first. I always got the tab. And I always got the tip. And if we would go places, I always, like I said, whether we take my car or we take her car, I always had the gas. The gas money. Not the gas like, you know, let's go to Mars, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Smoking that Zaza, you know what I'm saying? I said just gas like, you know, for the car. You know what I'm saying? The car is Zaza. I didn't hesitate to bring over food because I was thoughtful. See, when you my woman, you ain't gonna have to worry about that stuff. See, when I go get food, you gonna get some food too. When I'm thinking about myself, I'm gonna think about you. I'll send you a random text. Just, hey, I was thinking about you. All right, baby, let me know when you're free. I miss you. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know. I ain't gonna sweat you. Just let me know when you know, just, are you okay? You good? Okay. When you having a problem, it don't matter if it's 5 a.m. If you call me and I wake up and I'm like, what's wrong, baby? And you tell me what's going on. I had a bad dream. My son's going on. I'm gonna sit there and listen to you because that's what people do. Is it too much to ask for nowadays? Can people not do that no more? These are not crybaby women, y'all. These are good women that's doing this. And people have an attitude. Like, nigga, they got an attitude doing this. Then you hearing women talking about dudes making them walk out to their car at night. Don't even hug her goodbye. Don't even walk out. Make sure she got there safe. Just, all right, bye. Like, yo. And that's how you know right there, ladies. You wouldn't be protected in a relationship. See, any woman that's surprised of mine, I'm going to make sure you got to your car and got to your house safe. Because I need to know we got a next time. I need to know there's a next time. And we can't have a next time if you're freaking kidnapped. It ain't done now. And that's why I say, see, and then when I'm saying stuff like this, see, when I talk like this, some of y'all maybe, or some other people might be like, oh, that's wisdom. That is not wisdom. That is common sense. See, wisdom is teaching you how to walk deeper with God. That's wisdom. Common sense is telling you, hey, man, don't let her go outside by herself. It's not safe. There are people out here that's crazy. Don't let her go do stuff out. It's not safe. Hey, man, don't let her carry out the heavy stuff by herself. She's a woman. You go do it. Help her out, man. You are supposed to be a helpmeet, just like she your helpmeet. That's common sense. When people sit there, oh, no, that's a nugget. That's deep. It ain't deep. No wonder you niggas can't get girls. I tell these Negroes, man, I told these Negroes years ago in Louisville. I told them. I said, bro, they was having issues with women. I said, bro, do you know how she's legit? Do you know how I know how she's legit? There's a place we got. Y'all be seeing me walk down when I'm downtown the bridge to Indiana. I said there's a walking bridge. I said, bro, any woman, believe me, loves to walk and talk. They can't stop walking and talking. I said if she's legit, the first date, ask her, hey, let's meet up. It's a public place, so it's safe. I said, ask her if she wants to go to the walking bridge and walk and talk. They got ice cream at the end of the bridge. I can get something to drink or whatever. I said, dude, it's a great time to bond and get to know each other because that's what you do. Who's gonna turn that down? Any woman's gonna say, oh, I love that. Oh man, because they love to talk. I said, you know she's real if she says yes. If she says no, she's a gold digger. She's using you for her money. And I said, and then in case the date is terrible, it's free. You can leave, turn around, walk away, and that's the end of it. Do you know Negroes are like, oh man, that's deep. They said, bro, I never thought about it. Like I said, no wonder you couldn't keep the girls you was complaining about because you never did that. And I said, how was y'all meeting these girls? See, they on Snapchat flexing their money, flexing they fit, flexing their car. And I now wonder. And then these be the same dudes that think they gonna get a woman that's washed by the word, and a woman that went to our ministry, and a woman that has a head on her shoulder. See. These women don't care about your car, and they don't care about your money and your fit. They don't care about they don't care about that. They want to look at husband qualities and what you got and what you gonna offer. And you can't even do that. So how do you think you gonna get a woman? You want a wife and can't talk. How do you think a marriage gonna work? And you see why they get divorced. And I'm 100% on your wife's side if she divorced you. See, they don't know simple things because they Negroes. They don't know that. And that's why they sit right there and that's why they blame everybody. And now they want to blame Pastor Darby because now they want me to listen to Pastor Darby more. And then they blaming Steve because Steve's wearing tank tops and Steve is a sexy man walking around here looking at himself. See, now this is my fault. And now it's LeBron James' fault. And now it's Chris Brown's fault. That's everybody's fault. It's all our fault. Well, Negro, maybe your former ex-girl wouldn't be on stage dancing with the nigga if you was doing it for her. You could have let it burn, usher her one time, Negro. You couldn't even do that. My dudes be mad at Chris Brown. I'm like, you know why you mad? Because you couldn't do your job. And then when she leave you and go to his concert, I go be with another Negro, and then you upset. Some of you dudes are terrible husbands, man. Y'all terrible boyfriends, you're terrible fathers, you terrible friends, terrible everything. I said, if you did as much hating, if you did as much working on yourself as you do hating on me and other Negroes, I said, you would keep your wife. See, your wife wouldn't have left you. Your best friend wouldn't be your sock. Your best friend would be laying next to you. She could do it for you. But see, since you won't do your job, see, then your best friend gonna be that sock. And y'all women, make sure when y'all leave him, take all y'all photos off his phone and take all y'all actual photos y'all got in the house, take them with y'all. He gonna be using your photos, I'm just telling you now. Believe me, he's going to use your photos. He can't get over it. Stuff. Beautiful black woman in your face. Still not good enough. That's why you see they be in the comments now. Hoes be tripping, man. See, man, these women wouldn't a good man if it hit them. And then now there's a good woman in your face. And now you supposed to be that good man. And then you're going to lose your woman to another good. And then that's the thing that pissed me off. Because then when they get the woman that they said they wanted, if they can get them, they sit there and cry. And I think you deserve better than me. And I don't know if I can give you everything. And I'm not like him. It's like, she chose you. Nigga, she knows she could be with a millionaire. She chose you. And dude is sitting there crying. Every stupid show I see is like, it's like, I can't stand it, dude. Some petty jealous man. I'm not like him. I'm not like your ex-boyfriend. That's her ex-boyfriend. She don't want him. She wants you. I can't give you the life that you want. Well, then Negro, leave her alone. So then when she goes and weighs her options, now the Negro mad, crying like, but she left. Oh. I know a dude like it, man. Sitting there, he wanted this girl, was pursuing this girl for a while. She didn't really give him the time of day. Then she gave him the time of day. She was too much for him to handle. She was a little too much for him to handle at the time. He's sitting there crying. I don't know if I can make you happy, and I don't know if I'm like everybody else. And maybe you should find somebody that make you happy. Like, nigga, you was just complaining about her for a while. Now she's yours. Now she's yours. And that shows all talk. All talk. My God, man. And guess who's about to be another big one on the loneliness statistic market? Black men. Black men. And pretty soon, because you know this is gonna happen. Pretty soon, some of you Negroes are gonna be just like the white dudes. Can't pull no race. Ain't no race of woman won't go with y'all. Ain't none. Because they tired of y'all too. Yo, this is crazy, man. This is crazy work. You got these Negroes in the comments. Yeah, God is only using the black man. When and where? When? He ain't using you. He using real black man. He ain't using you. He used Darby. You know why he used Darby? Because Darby actually took care of his wife and his family. You don't. Huge epidemic of Negroes want to be online, want to be deep, want to be men of God. Yeah, we know why. We know why, you little down low fruitcake. Who's even still in here, man? I don't even know who's even talking. It's whatever. Going back, sitting on my rocking chair. Sitting on mama's rocking chair, man. I'm heated. What time is it? 11:29. It feels a little later than what it is. You know, a lot of people, man, some of them realize, like, again, just because you conservative don't make you better, but again, they wonder why a lot of people go to the conservative party. Because they tired of niggas like this. They wonder why they probably breed out a bunch of Candace Owens. Because they tired of you niggas. People tired of dating y'all, man. They are tired of fooling with y'all. Like, harder than a nigga, man. Just gotta make everything so daggone hard all the time. That smell good. That smell good. I guess that's the end of the live stream. I'm on 7%. I don't even know who's even still in here. I don't know if my numbers are stuck right now. YouTube lying to me again. You know what I'm saying? Stuff is crazy. Y'all wouldn't be worried these weird dudes, man. That's why I said I'm gonna keep bashing them. Keep bashing these old ghetto niggas. Those stupid, illiterate, retarded niggas. I'm gonna keep bashing them. I don't feel no sympathy for them at all. I don't like them. Black women keep going to white men. Good, good. I hope they breed all you niggas out. I hope don't none of y'all get no black woman because y'all can't treat them right. Going online crying about it all day. I said, yo, you ain't gonna never get no black woman after this. Y'all black women, go get your passports. Go get your passports, bro. It's time to start looking abroad. Mm-hmm. Got men don't even got guns, man. That's how soft they are, Marie. They be soft. No, I'll just hit them with the word if they break down the door. Yeah, okay. Let him be the crash dummy for y'all women where y'all take the back door and escape. Let them beat him senseless. That's why I said, no, it's excellent that a lot of y'all is this way. It's excellent that a lot of y'all showing how y'all really is. So when we need bulletproof shields, which would be some of y'all can be the crash dummies for us. Y'all can be the targets that'll take the sacrifice for the black people. As you talking about black folks so much, okay, you could be the one we throw out there in front of us. So you would have no problem with throwing yourself and using your body as a bulletproof shield for some black women that need to get away, right? You would have no problem with taking a couple of bullets, would you? As fat as you are, you fat, stupid Hebrew Israelite, you would have no problem with taking the bullets for a family of 5, wouldn't you? Your big old panda bear, so you want to talk. You got no problem with digging in a picnic basket, but you got a problem with shielding people. You got a problem with shielding women and children. That's why I'm like, no, I love the fact that y'all get on there and act like you care so much about black people. So when it's time for you to literally get shot for one, let's see if you really do it. Hey, I did. I took my bullet. And God forbid, but if I have to do it all over again, I'll do it all over again. Ain't a hesitation bone in my body. It's a soldier training, man. That's what you gotta do. Ain't no real black. You ain't willing to die for black people. You ain't willing to kill for black people. You ain't willing to pull no trigger. You ain't willing to kill nobody. Black women out there looking for protection, looking for a real man, and you got niggas online debating the word of God. You idiots. You stupid idiots. God's word ain't enough for debate, you dumb nigga. Black women getting slapped around, getting hung from trees, and Negroes is on there trying to debate the letters, wide scriptures and stuff. You niggas. Y'all next. Y'all next with them white people. They coming after y'all. And I'm gonna make sure I know where they know they can find y'all. That's why I said, like, no, this is what we're gonna have to start doing, y'all. They want to talk crazy, they want to be harassing their people all day. Let's take down their names. Let's take down they social media accounts. Let's take down where they be filming their videos at and tell them, hey man, y'all want some niggas y'all gonna mess with? There he is. There he is. That unemployed Floyd over there, there he is. It's hard to miss him. It's old Sully from Monsters Inc. looking nigga. Yeah, he's standing right there on the corner. There he is. Go get him. Let's see you take a real beating for black people since you won't be like it. That's why I'm glad you made yourself real vocal. Why don't black women want to? Now's your chance to show black women what you're made of, boy. Now's your chance of showing what you'll do. Let's see if you'll kill for them. Let's see if you'll protect them. Let's see if you'll take a bullet for them. I'm convinced that most of these Negroes will grab y'all and throw y'all in front of them. They will use you as a human shield. I'm convinced. If somebody, God forbid, but if y'all ever somewhere, and God forbid on this, but if somebody ever start shooting and bullets start flying, I'm convinced he would grab you and duck behind you. I'm really convinced he would do it. I need to get my charger, man. Plug my phone up. Hold on. that? Crazy. I don't know nothing about that scripture. That's why I said that one time. I said that last year. I said men love their wife like Christ loved the church. Some stupid idiot nigga came in here. Well, that's metaphorically. Well, nigga, what does the metaphor mean? Oh, buddy, with 2 nickels in his pocket, and then he went with Steve Evans a metaphor. So, bro, I'm telling you, boy. I said, yeah, don't let him get a black woman. They'll probably shank him themselves. They'll whoop him. He said, well, the Lord was speaking out of metaphor. I said, well, what does the metaphor mean, stupid boy? How much does Christ love the church? A lot. How much you supposed to love your wife? A lot. Won't be super spiritual about it. That's what's wrong with you stupid niggas. They won't be spiritual. These be the ones that get mad when I say spiritual weirdo because they freaking retarded. It's like, dude, look at you. What are you going to pull a black woman? Bro, don't ever mate and reprocreate with these type of Negroes, man. Oh, my God. Metaphor. These are the same ones that argue the tip calculator. You go out to eat with them, they want to be, it's a tip. What's up, Mike? They want to be a tip calculator. Well, technically, the service says we're supposed to give 20%. Like, oh, I can't stand him. Oh. Give me another pop. Get the keys. I got the keys. Look, I got. They're gonna talk about a metaphor. I said, so that's all it is. Marriage is a metaphor to you? Okay. No wonder you ain't married. When you ain't got one. Oh, silly Negro. He said the Bible was a metaphor. So God's just making up scripts. So what you saying is all fairy tale stuff, right? It's just, it don't matter. It's just, he just said it to say it. Dang, I gotta plug this stuff in. Is it this one? Oh, weird Negroes. Yep. Dang, I ain't better than even charge up by the way. I guarantee ain't no black one wanting to touch him. Look, your wife's like Christ loved the church. How is that hard to see? Hey, Mike, does anybody got to tell you how hard to love your wife? Imagine you saying, well, hey, baby, that's a metaphor. That ain't, For better or for worse, that's just a metaphor. Like, no, it means for better or for worse, G. That's what that means. To death do his part. That's what that means. That's not a metaphor. Oh, the pandemic of lonely black men that's coming. Oh my gosh, man. I want to say I can't believe this. I can. Like I said, I grew up in church my whole life. I've seen a lot of weird stuff, but this is by far the weirdest. This is the weirdest. But that really pisses me off. Because why? Stuff is going out here in the world. Right, man? There's stuff going out here in the world. And Negroes is online trying to debate scriptures. Oh my God, man. What idiots. What stupid idiots, man. And why they finding black women hanging in Miami, Negroes is on her debating scriptures. Dudes on her arguing with Hebrew Israelites. Don't argue with them niggas. We ain't got the time. Boy, what in the world are we doing? This stuff crazy. They wouldn't know, Mike. They think marriage is a metaphor. And then I said what the meaning of it was. They said, oh, that's deep. It ain't deep. What is common sense? Oh, y'all poor wife. If you marry your poor wife, oh my God. Oh man. They thought that was deep. I said that. I was like, now, and that's why I told y'all, when most people would come to me about my father, I did not listen to them because I'm like, you will listen to anything. You see, these are the people that sit there and watch them all day. It didn't do me no justice when these people came to me talking about your father deep because they think anything deep. You listen to anything. I tell you common sense, and you think I'm called to preach the word. Like, bro, this is common sense. And that's why I said when foreigners, people from other countries will come and tell me, other continents will come and tell me about my father. I said, well, people in other countries got common sense. They got to know 2 different languages, 3 different languages. They got to be smart. They got to have degrees. They got to know stuff in life. So when they say that, it makes sense to me. When Africans come and tell me that, I say it makes sense to me because they're pretty smart. When Bosnians and Croatians and Romanians and stuff come and tell me that makes sense to me. An American Negro don't make no sense to me. They'll listen to anything. My goodness, man. Just, ugh, stupid. I said if this is if if this is the future generals of the black population, black people doomed. If these black dudes now are our protectors, we doomed. We will lose every battle, every war. Stop it. That's why you starting to think. You just like, bro, I'm so tired of a lot of these organizations. You just about to just be a one man band. I'll be like Frank Castle, dude. Just I'll be the Punisher myself. Punisher take out multiple people. Like I'll just do it myself. Cause I mean, you trying to get these niggas on one accord, man. They can't just join. They can't just join a group and be the cause. Now Negroes is out there with conspiracies, and now they the gods of the earth, and now Negroes hollering that they ain't Christian, but they trying to represent Christ. It's weird stuff. I said, you know what, man? I said, you know what, dude? Okay. You can't have nothing too conscious and too black. These people get weird. Now they think they God. It's like, I can't stand people like that, dude. I can't stand them. People. And you wonder why you end up by yourself. That's crazy. But I could have been married like 5 times over if I wanted to. I'd have had so many opportunities. I chose to turn it down until I get to a better place in life. These dudes couldn't get married one time, and the minute they do, they get divorced. Cause look at them. Now you lose your wife. You got one job. God gave you one job. That's to take care of your wife, and you can't even do that. You suck at everything. You sucked at school. You sucked at gang banging, and you sucked at having a wife. Like you just suck at every. And then you suck at the word of God too. You suck. Yeah. See, I hope your ex-wife meet a guy like me. I hope she meets a guy that acts just like me. She ain't gonna remember she was formerly married. She ain't gonna remember that. She talked to a big strong man like me. See, I can pick you up off the ground. See, I love running and swooping my woman up. I ain't had no problem with that. I shower you with all type of love, baby. You home? It's good to see you. Welcome home, my love. You know what I'm saying? Like, seems to be hard for you. I ain't got no issue with doing what I got to do, what a man got to do. Sure, my woman with love. She ain't got no issue with me. What's wrong with that? When she come and see you, you greet her with love and chocolates and even roses. Even like, bro, what's wrong with that? Dudes is too cheap to buy some roses. That's why they want to show up empty-handed, man, because they want everything to be free. Dudes be trying to get the draws for free. It's like, dude, why not? How about don't do that at all? How about just get to know her? How about do that? You know, people are telling me I got to give out a course for people to understand. Like, I shouldn't have to give no course out, man. People should know this. I mean, they couldn't even do that, Mike. They tried to give her a handshake. She tried to do a fist bump. She tried to do a handshake. They tried to give her a fist bump. She tried to give him a hug. They tried to do like the bro hug. It's like, dude, y'all just arguing. You ever seen that? Oh, it's cringy to watch, man. Like the interaction, it's just off. It's cringy. It's like, dang, man, that went so bad. I saw something on, I think it was a show on TLC. It went viral, man. It's a clip of it went viral. Dude was talking all that stuff, talking about, yeah, I'm the Mac, I'm the kiss-a-thon or whatever. And then a woman walked in the room and she was like, she tried to give him a kiss and he just stood there the whole time. He just like, like, bro, he had his lips like, I think he had his eyes open and then he was like, I said, yo, wasn't none of that. Wasn't none of that. It was just like, it was like, it was so basic. Oh, it was so hard to watch. I was like, dang. See, he been talking crazy. See, that be that same dude. Yeah, girl, you ain't never had nothing like his. I see when I give it to you, it's gonna be better than what you thought. Be the worst night of your life. So stupid, man. Again, I don't know how y'all women do it, man. I don't. I don't, man. I don't know how y'all do it. Man, they don't even walk you out to the car no more, man. You got dudes mad. Don't even want to hold the door open. It's like, bro, just hold the door open for what? What's wrong with y'all? Like, bro, doing basic stuff don't make you a simp. We not talking about entitlement. We just talking about, bro, basic manners. Oh my gosh, man, dudes is weird. They complain about women already. I said, well, bro, how do you think you're gonna be able to deal with a wife when you marry him, dude? This is what you're gonna have to deal with. You're gonna have to do this. When she get pregnant with your big head child, you're gonna have to take care of her, dude. You're gonna have to start doing stuff on your own and doing stuff for her. You complaining now, man? You gotta pay the tab. It's like, dude, then you have to pay a hospital bill when that little nigga born. It's like, dude, it's cheap, man. It's petty. I'm guessing Francis with the beard. She's got a lot of encouragement. She's like, I'm tired. You know, it really be like it, man. A lot of my women friends would do that. They would come hit me up. They would come and ask me about like, hey, I need a guy's advice, bro. It's happening for years. They were like, I need a guy's advice. Like I said, back in 2020, man, I was in Costa Rica, and my friend had just broke up with her boyfriend because he was cheating on her. She found out. And then he's crying. Now he got the nerve to cry, crying. Oh, I don't know, baby. And then she had hit me up, bro. I was riding the bikes in Costa. Bro, I remember we was in Puerto Vieja, man. And we was riding the bikes on the beach, man. And here I got a text message from him. She's hit me up, and then he's hit me up. Hey man, he's like, hey bro, I wouldn't mind talking to you, bro. He's like, hey man, he's like, I'm trying to hang around new people too, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, I don't know how to feel about this situation that just happened with us. I was like, all right, I get it, bro. Whatever. She's hit me up. I don't know how to feel about this situation. I'm like they counselor. Let's get in the middle of everything. We went out one time somewhere. She pulled me to the side. She was like, hey, can I talk to you? And I was like, yeah. And I felt bad for her because we went outside. She just started crying. She was just like, I don't know how to feel. She's like, I'm trying to get over this, but I don't know. And then I sat there and listened to her and talked. I was like, well, listen, just, it'll be all right. Just, you got to move forward. And then she moved on, and then she found her even better guy who treats her better. Here come more buddy. Now he crying, messing with the girl. Just keep bothering her. That's why I say you'll find somebody, man, that actually wants to be a part of you, man, that'll treat you right and do right and do good by you. You know what I'm saying? But I said I always seem to just people come to me and need a guy's advice. I tell them. It's crazy. Who even still in here, bro? I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be on this thing. The conversation be getting good though. That's why I stay because the conversation gets juicy. Send them on here. Hold up. Oh my gosh, man. I'm being so for real. I never thought I would see pathetic black man in the comments, man. Brother, why don't black women want us? Oh man. Buddy said that like it's really true. I said, what black women said they don't want you? No. What black women said they don't want black men? They never said they don't want you. He says, is that the reason why black women go to white men? Like, no, they just go wherever they respected. I'm trying to see if there is an epidemic of black women going to white men. I said, bro, most of the black women I see give a black men. I don't know what you talking about. Niggas just make up anything. That's why I said they'll say anything because it's trendy or because they'll see, again, they'll see like 2% of people that do this. Usually you'll see about maybe 2% of people that might date outside their race, you know what I'm saying? And everybody, they like, oh, see, they just don't. Like, no, it's just 2%. Like, you got 2% of Uncle Ruckuses who do some Uncle Ruckus, Officer Tatum type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean everybody like it. Like I said, there's some dudes that can date black girls, that can date white girls, and never make a diss towards their people. Still respect and love and stand with and would die for their people tomorrow. And then there's some dudes that date white girls and think that they white, like freaking Officer Tatum. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's different of all cultures, man. Drop the pillow back here, man. And I said, no, it's just a rejected man that the girl that he liked went with some white girl. They said, well, I don't find it appropriate. I don't like it. I said, I don't got a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. Because it ain't none of my business, first off. And then second of all, I'm just like, I find it attractive. I find it very like, oh, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? They actually get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? A biological man and a biological woman, they get along with each other. So I don't care. Like, no, she just found what her self worth was. That's what it is. She found what her self worth is, and that's it. She ain't gonna be tolerated like that no more, like you was doing it. So don't be mad. hmm That's why they be in the comments, might be all, I don't understand why she would talk to a black man. Like, she'll talk to a black man in a heartbeat. That's why when they talk to me, they have no issue with me. Bruh, they would talk to me and have no issue. There was some girl around us that was like it, man. Jones that told. Who was? I think it was Jones that told me that. It was years ago. And this is black girl. He said, I don't know, bro. He said what you get? I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even ask about it like that. But he was like, yeah, she likes a lot of white guys, man. I was like, so? I said, no, she don't. She just don't talk to the right black dudes. Like probably some of y'all. Like she probably don't talk to some of y'all. I said, she seemed to like me. She had no issue with me. I'm like, why is it nobody ever has an issue with Steve? Is it because I'm that one black that everybody just seemed to like? It's like, no, maybe it's just because I'm respectable. Maybe it's because I have certain traits you don't have. I don't care about that when it comes to me. I tell the homie that one time, he's like, oh, nah, man, it's just because they don't like black dudes. I said, well, then, bro, why was they in my face? It has nothing to do with black dudes. Stop doing that. I'm like, are people really that, like, do they really have to make up an excuse? Because they suck at it so bad. Like, that's why I be trying to tell people, man, stop bringing the color card up in it all the time. Everything's not about the color card all the time. Some things is and some things ain't, and this ain't one of them. Like, no, you just suck at the game because black women don't want you either. What you gonna say now? Oh, it's the system, it's the women now. They like, no, it's just you. They never have an issue when they come talk to me. It's the same way when men talk about how they like women, man. Men don't like women that's all loud and obnoxious. Like, we like women that's quiet to themselves. Me and Jones with a group of people years ago, man. Another group of friends of ours. And they brought around these two other girls that I did, or two, three other girls I didn't even know, man. And again, everybody was doing their thing, whatever, okay, blah, blah. And I said, her friends, they was all cute. They was all cute together. I said, but the one that I had my eyes on was the one that was sitting there doing nothing. She was the quiet type, the nerd. Like, she was literally like the quiet nerd type of the group. And while everybody was out dancing and everybody was out there being funny and the girls being wild, I said, do you know the one that I saw? The one that was the cute, shy type? That was the one I was looking at. Sitting there with her arms folded like that, and she was like looking side to side, like she didn't know what was going on. I said, that's the one I want. That's the one I like. And I went and talked to her. I said, hey, what's going on? She was like, I don't know. She was like, she's like, I don't really know most of these people here. She was like, I don't really know how to get down like they getting down. She's like, I'm just staying to myself. I said, that's the one I like. That's the girl I like right there. More than them other ones, I want her. I said, baby girl got common sense. I said, nah, she know a nigga when she see one. She know a nigga like a quiet one, sure do. I said, girl. She put on that persona, I guess, and then I asked her friends. They was like, man, she ain't quiet like that. They was like, man, please. They was like, she was just doing it that night. They was like, she's usually loud, or she's not loud, but she's very energetic. I said, well, shoot, compared to how she was acting, how y'all act, I said she's a little attractive. My girl, still better than y'all. The really y'all ugly. I said, nah, y'all just saying that because y'all ugly and she ain't. That's why I saw a viral video. It's like this little dance going around to this rap song, and it's like three people like gather they back to each other, and then they spin around, and then it shows like all their face. I think it's like, I don't want you, I want your friend. It's like some type of rap or something. And so there's these two fine girls, and then the third one, she's cute, but she's like real like shy and nervous. She was like she was like, yeah, and everybody's like, I want her. Everybody in the comments is like, even the dude did a video. He said, I want her. I don't care about the other dude. I want her. He said, I like the cute, anxiety, nerdy type stuff. He said, I like her. Men like those type. We love the quiet ones, man. We love people like that. Said some of us don't want man, some of us don't want no Rashonda, man. We want us somebody that's quiet. We want us a nice Rachel. Boy, Rachel make a nigga switch up his whole vocabulary, man. I start switching up my vocabulary. Like, man, Shawty, look, I might go over here, man, go get some grill. You hear me? What you want to eat? Rachel make it talk like, honey, I'm going to the supermarket and going to pick up a sack of potatoes and tomatoes. What would you like? On the way, I thought I started Jackson Hewitt to file our taxes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that was possible because of Rachel. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't want the one getting all the attention. I've always been like that, boy. I don't want the one getting the attention. I want the one that's quiet, the nerd. That's what I want. I thought it was just me. I said it for years. I said it since I was a teenager. I said if there was 50 women, I said, but the one that's over reading the book, man, I said that's the one I want. I thought it was just me. You know what I'm saying? It's every man. That's why I say you talk to her. She a cute little gamer nerd. She's like a cute little gamer nerd or whatever. She's like, she's like, oh, no, I like to watch my little anime. She's like, watch my little anime. You know, I read my books. I'm like, bro, that's the one. Those are the ones. The ones always on there doing these old little stupid selfies though. They always got like, bro, you ever notice they got like they have like this horse trot. Like, you know how horses be doing their legs like it? They always got one foot flat and then one foot like it. Like, why you still in a horse pose? It used to piss me off in the gym. They would do like these little poses like it. They would have their hands like what is this? What is this? Like, are you having a stroke? Should I call somebody? Like, why your hands like it? Like, why you look like it, dude? You look stupid. And then they did the horse trot on top of it. I'm just like, dude, you couldn't look any stupider. Like, why can't you just take a regular selfie? That's why the girls that would be in the gym that would take regular selfies. I'm like, okay, I'll heart that. I like that. Like the ones that's doing all these like funny, like wanna be cute, and then they always lean their head to the side like that. I'm like, you really be thinking they're having a stroke? It's like, bro, you okay? I said, should we call somebody? Like, you okay, man? Like, what's your contact number, man? Like, dang, girl looks stupid. Those are the ones I didn't want to talk to. Like I said, old girl that night, she was quiet. She was silent, didn't say nothing. Everybody else was making noise over dancing or whatever, and she was literally, because I noticed her, because I was like, she was just sitting there, she was just like looking around. I was like, what's wrong with her? And see, that's how Stevie was his wave over. See, I was a way I was out. Cause see, while everybody else was looking at everybody else, I was like, again, it was like she stood out. So I was looking at everybody else was looking at. I said, working my way on over there. I could spot him from a mile away. I said, I sense desperate. I sense irregularities in this presence. And I went right over there. I said, what's up, girl? What you over here for? Why ain't you over here with your friends? She was like, well, I don't really know what they're doing, so I'm just going to stand here. I said, my type of woman. Guess what I did? Guess what I did after we all went home? Guess I hit my friend up. Who was her girl? What her name was? What her Snapchat is? What her Snapchat is? Oh, Greg, like she ain't want to give it to me. I said, girl, you better give me that Snapchat. I said, you better tell me who she is. I said, girl, I have to know who this is. Who is this? She was like, I mean, I don't really know her that well. I said, well, go get the girl that you do know that knows her. Go ask her. She act like she like, I don't know. Well, you know the girl that was around her. Go ask her. Like, I ain't ask you all that. I was like, go get the, I have to ask you to get the Snapchat. I ain't ask you if you know her. I don't care if you know her or not. Go get the girl that knows her. Nigga. I did. I said vulnerability. That's what I saw. I said, man, that's like if y'all know this woman, she's famous. Bobby, what's her name? Bobby Oakley? I can't remember her name, but she's like I think she's like a white podcast or something. She be hanging around. I think she was around. She went somewhere. She's famous or whatever. But I think she went to some like club. It was a viral clip. She went to like some club. I think with like I think it was Sexy Red or Sukiya and them. Like, all the little ratchet niggas. And so they was all dancing and jumping off the walls, and she was just sitting there. The same way like that old girl was that I saw. She was just sitting there, just like with her hands folded, like she looked like she wanted. She was smiling, but she was kind of just like sitting there. And everybody was like, I would rather talk to her. They was like, I'd rather talk because she's quiet, minds her business. She looks shy, nervous. We like those type. I got a friend, man. God bless her heart. She's one of the. She's just so sweet. Like, but she was always like it when we would go dancing. She's the little Chinese Mexican mix. She is so sweet. But she's so innocent. She's so innocent, and so she would try to do some of the dances that we would do, but she couldn't do them all the way. And she had the funniest look. It was so funny. But she was just, I mean, cause she just knew how to get down. Like sometimes she'd be kind of nervous. So me and my former best friend, we knew how to dance real good. So we would try to hype her up. And like, come on, girl, come dance. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, I don't know how to do what y'all doing. And so we was like, come on, we'll show you. So we was trying to show her how to do the dances, and she couldn't catch it. It was funny though. She was just laugh, and she just had such a good time. You know what I'm saying? And I said, see, those are the ones that people want. Good energy, good people. Like they love that type of stuff. That's why I said, out of all the other girls, I didn't ask them for their Instagrams or their Snapchats or nothing. I asked her for her Snapchat and Instagrams. I want hers. I didn't care about her friends. I said, man, I don't care about them. I care about this girl. She said, I mean, I really, that's what she said. She said, I really don't want to be here right now. She said, I really just want to go. She said, but I'm staying here because of them. You know what I was about to say? Hey, girl, you want to get out of here? I was about to leave all my peoples. I said, hey, you leave your people, I'll leave my peoples. Me, you, steak and shake. Yep. And late at night, yes. I said, food is better than where we at right now. I should have did that. I did that one time. Shoot. I did that one time years ago. I told you Steve good at the game. See, because Steve don't have an issue with the color stuff, and this happened to be a black woman. You know how dudes talk about black women's hard, right? I said, well, this is with a black woman. She wasn't hard with me. She ain't give me no issue. As a matter of fact, she liked me a lot. I don't even know what I did. I don't know what I ever do, but people just seem to love me. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she told me, she said, hey, she said, we was somewhere with our friends. We was out that night. And she was like, man, I don't even want to really be here that much. I said, me neither. We just got to sit down and talk because I ain't talked to her in a while. You know what I'm saying? And so we started talking. And she said, like she purposely knew. So it's funny because she purposely knew that, like she knew she had a thing for me, but she wouldn't say it. You know what I'm saying? Which it was obvious to tell. So we kind of did like stop talking for a minute because we was kind of, she was like something petty. It was like something little small issue. But then when she pulled up, she asked for me to come out there and get her. Not the other dudes, not the girls. She asked for me. She said, "Can you send him out here to come get me?" Because at first I thought my friend had just told me. She said, "Go out there and get her." I was like, "Why are you asking me?" I was like, "Fine, whatever." She said, "Yeah, I told her to come ask you to come get me." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Bro, why?" She was like, "I don't know. I just wanted you to come get me." And so she said, "You want to get out of here?" I said, "Cool, let's get out." So we got out of there. We left our peoples, went to go get some food. We ordered some food like up the street, and we was just sitting there talking for a minute and whatnot. And she was like, "Yeah, I don't really like all this stuff that they be doing." I said, "I don't either." And so I was like, "You know what? You want to dish them? You want to dish them and go do something else?" She's like, "Yeah." So we got food and went back to her crib and just had a movie night and had some food. We left them. I said, "Don't worry." I said, look, we about to go back and get them. I said, we drove separately. I said, I was at DD because they couldn't act right. So I said, I'll take them. I said, listen, I'll drop them off at their spot. I said, because we act like, because we didn't tell them, we didn't tell them we was gonna go hang out after this. Because then when you tell them that, they all want to come. Like, nah, like we don't like we trying to get away from y'all. And she lived like right up the street. She said, yeah, just she said, look, I'll go with y'all, drop him off. So we all act like we was part west. All right, bye. I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all. Man, and she texted me the dress and here's my dress. She said, come on. And we got food and we watched our little movies and laid up with each other watching the movie. You know what I'm saying? I said, we was chilling. And she said, this is so much better than going out with him. I said, I know, right? Common sense, right? And then keep in mind, her and the other girl, they was friends for years. Like they've been friends for a while before. I think a couple of years before I even knew her. She hadn't even been over to her spot. She ain't even invite her to her spot. And she said, hold on. She said, how you getting the invite and I didn't? I said, I don't know. Maybe she likes me. I said, bro, people love me. I just happen to get in for free. She said, I've been knowing her all this time and she never invited me to her spot. I said, well, guess you ain't got it like I got. Guess you ain't cool like I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, I ain't got no issue with no black woman. Why y'all got issue with black women? It ain't hard for me. Why is it hard for y'all? Oh man, I just keep proving the game easier, dude. I done told y'all every color, man. It's not a color thing. It's a you thing. I said she ain't had no issue watching a movie with me. Old girl considered it a date. She said, yeah, thanks for the other night. I said, yeah, thanks for having me the other night. It was pretty fun. I said, y'all can get used to this. I said, yeah, maybe we can do this again. She said, maybe. I said, yeah. I said, hey, we'll be. She said, like a date. I said, yeah, like a date. She's like, oh, it's giving me date vibes. I'm like, yeah, it was. You know what I'm saying? Again, I didn't have no issue pulling no black woman. Why you got an issue pulling a black woman? Why do any of y'all ever have an issue with anything? This stuff is not hard. You know what I did? I just sat there and mind my business. That's how it all happened. I love how people act like stuff is so hard, y'all. This is funny. And so of course her best friend, she wanted to know. She was like, well, wait, she was like, she ain't telling me nothing about it. She was like, she always asks about you, but she was like, she never says nothing else. She asks about you, I tell her, and then she's like, all right, cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's like, why? She's like, wait, she never told me this. She's like, you ain't never told me this either. I said, because we don't have to tell you everything. And so everybody's thinking like, oh, what happened next? Like y'all must. I said, bro, we didn't do anything. Like I told you, I can be with women and not touch them at all. Like literally, I can do this. I do this all the time. You know what I'm saying? She was like, nothing happened. I'm like, no, that's the respectable part about it. That's why it's so good because nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? She's like, wait, so y'all didn't kiss on? I said, no. I said, bro, you don't have to do that all the time when you see people. People can't believe you can do things like it. I said, yes, it's possible to do things like it. It's very possible because I've done it. That's what showed you right there. I've done it. They couldn't believe it. They was like, nah, that's hard to believe. I said, yeah, maybe for you. It's not hard for me. As I said, I see what I like. I ain't gotta lay one finger on you. I ain't gotta lay one lip on you. No, nothing. I ain't gotta do nothing. Cause I see what I like. I'm like, I already got you. So I'm like, I don't need to. See, now y'all see why I be driving some of them crazy. Cause I don't have to do nothing to you. You already like that. And I said the fact that I respect you is drives them nuts. Cause they not used to respect. See, some of you dumb black dudes take a page out of my book. You crying about why they don't want black women? Or why don't black women want us? They seem to want Steve. So I don't know why you have an issue. I'm trying to imagine if I ever did that, bro. What if I ever went on the internet crying about black women don't want me? That is so pathetic. That is, oh my God, that's so just atrocious. Well, is there any reason why it's hard? Yeah, because you're an idiot. You ugly too. I don't have to say that. Like I said, I just put myself in the crosshairs. Like I said, I take care of myself. I work out. I make sure my body looks good. Like I said, I make sure my style looks good, my hair look good, everything on me straight. You feel me? That's why I say I feel good, bro. I got these new locks in. Y'all see the color? I added in some more blonde in it. You know what I'm saying? I got the barrel braid, the barrel rolls in here. You feel me? I got the facial hair straight now. Like I'm looking good, man. Looking like a brand new man, feeling good. Even Mama saw me today. She said, "Yeah, boy." She said, "Yeah, that boy looking handsome today." I said, "I know, Mama. I'm on my P's and Q's." She said, "Yeah, I know you taking all the selfies, ain't you posting?" I said, "Yep, show you." I said, "You know it." She said, "Yo, boy." She said, "You was kind of looking a little rough." I said, "I know." I said, "I'm looking better now. Looking good." I said, "See, Mama don't know all the stuff I've done before." I said, "Mama, you don't know your son used to be a player." I said, "I don't think she knows." I said, "Her daddy kind of knew, but I don't think they know. You know what I'm saying?" Like, I was a smooth charmer. You feel me? Because I knew there was no such thing as no color thing to me. I said, "Bro, it work with all colors with me. I ain't never pulled that card." Oh man, this is funny. Like I said, dating can be complicated, man, but I don't think it's really that hard, bro. Like, especially when it comes to pulling. Like again, maintaining is a little different, but I said, everybody kind of has like not everybody, but sometimes the maintaining part is because you in a relationship, but pulling somebody attraction wise, that's never happened to me. Like, I mean, bro, this stuff is not hard. As I said, any ethnicity I see, I can go get it. I don't know how dudes are saying black women don't like them. Like, bro, black women love black men. They love everybody. I don't know how you don't get them. Hold up. Dude's having a hard time pulling them, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Mm-mm-mm. I know what they meant, boy, back in the Bible. I think who was that? Paul. That they said, "Behold, an Egyptian." They mistaken for an Egyptian. Boy, I'd have been mistaken for Cuban, Jamaican, Haitian, all type of stuff. A woman literally came up and tried to talk to me because she thought I was Cuban, dude. Because I'm dark. You know what I'm saying? Cubans be dark. And she said, "Are you?" She said, "Hold on." She said, "Hey, Poppy, are you Cuban?" I said, "No, I'm just." I think she was like white and Cuban. I don't know what she was. She's like, "You Cuban?" I said, "No, I'm Steve." I said, "No, girl, nigga, I'm 100% black." I said, from what I know of. And she said, "Oh, I thought you." She said, "Hey, I love Cuban." She said, "You got the skin like one and everything." You know what I'm saying? And she literally was trying to holler at me because she thought I was Cuban. I don't see how for men it's hard, bro. I don't. The first thing I do was when the man talk, I look at the man talking. And then when I see some of these dudes that are fat, or some of these dudes that just they don't take care of their facial hair, they don't take care of themselves, they look dirty, they look unkissable, they look like no woman would want to ever touch them. Like, dude, how do you not know you're gonna have a hard time with women when this is how you look? Have you never looked in the mirror? Like, do you not feel like you lacking something? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, I'm like, don't you feel like you lacking something? That's what I would do. I would look at myself and readjust a lot of myself. Like, oh, okay, well, if I feel like that my style needs to be upgraded, I'm gonna upgrade my style. If I feel like I need more muscle, like I'm gonna get my muscles going. You feel me? Like, if I gotta fix my face, my facial hair, and all stuff, like I gotta do what I gotta do. How do you not know this? See, a lot of these dudes, boy, they don't know nothing, man. They stupid. You know enough to get to make a video to make a video, but you don't know enough to fix your face. Like, bro, it's pathetic, man. Oh, it's so pathetic. Well, I guess I call it a night, y'all. I think my main people done fell asleep. Francis asleep, Marie probably asleep. Everybody sleep, man. It's late. I done talked for a while. It's almost 3 hours, man. I think it is 3 hours, ain't it? Just making good, valid points. I'll be hitting these issues, man, because like I said, it makes me so mad, dude, to see women going through this, man, especially good black women. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't believe like they be going through this. I'm like, dude, but you're not even a bad person. Like you're not even a like you're a really sweet type. It's like who would not see the potential in you? That's what I'm trying to understand. You got a good 4'11" nothing. A 4'11" nothing woman with a soft, sensitive voice, beautiful frame, beautiful intelligence, beautiful skin, beautiful hair, all of that. And you can't see the good. Like, I don't understand, dude. I don't understand, y'all. That's the part, y'all, for real. Listen, I'm not joking. Like, I know I've been playing all night, for real. Like, most of the night I've been playing, but I'm like, for real, I'm not. I'm so serious. Like, I don't understand how that's hard. Like, what don't you see in this woman? What don't you see something great about it? Like, dude, even my friend, man, she Mexican, man. She beautiful, beautiful girl, man, and she still got cheated on. Not only is she beautiful, but she's nice and she has a great mentality. She has a great, like, bro, she is really cool. She gives nobody no problems. She minds her business. She's very live, like, dude. And some dude cheated on her and laughed at her in her face when she caught him. And I was like, dang, dude, like, what is wrong with these dudes? Like, dude, stuff is sad, man. It's just, ugh. That's why I said it makes me mad because it's like, bro, you don't deserve stuff like that, man. These is beautiful women. Like, these are beautiful women with their whole lives ahead of them. They doing good, man. These are good, intelligent black. These are really are good, intelligent black women, and they can't see that. Like, it'll be one thing to probably not be interested because you know some people can say like, hey, I'm not interested, but when they interested and they can't do right, it's like, dude, you got a beautiful woman coming and tell you to hang out and you can't hang out today, like you niggas, like oh. That's why I'm like, nah, ain't no such thing as no excuse because they be like, well, they are an hour away, so ain't no such thing as no distance. And please. I don't care where in the world a woman is. You cannot stop me from getting there. They said it's practically impossible for a U.S. citizen to get in North Korea. If I found a girl from North Korea I wanted, you couldn't stop me from getting to North Korea. Man, please. Dudes are making excuses now. Oh, I don't feel good today. Oh, I got something to take care of. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Dudes are just lost. And that is why you keep saying that black women are going to white men. Because every time they give one of you dumb Negroes a chance, look what y'all do with the chance they give y'all. It's like you blow every chance, dude. You got one chance and you blow that chance. It's stupid. Have common sense, y'all. And as I told y'all, black women, you get your passports too. And if you got a date outside your ethnicity, you do that. You find whatever man makes you happy. At this point, it's no longer about trying to preserve the colors. And I like, dude, find respect. You can find respect for people in your race. If you can't find them, go to another one. Like, we not crying about it. It's 2026, about to be 2027. We ain't crying about this no more. We not crying about this no more. We have given our people time and years to change. We have told niggas like, hey man, you're gonna have to start acting right. You're gonna have to start loving. You're gonna have to stop killing. You're gonna have to stop being the villain. You're gonna have to stop doing the stuff you're doing, man. It's hard to fight this white supremacy, and we gotta fight you niggas because y'all too of it. So I'm like, we done told people to stop doing what they doing. We done told people to man act right, and they just don't want to act right. So I think the time now is like, you know what, bro? We asked y'all to. We try to save y'all. You don't want to be saved. Well, I'm done talking to you. Negroes be the first one to make everything about some color, and then when it's time to show how serious we are, look what you do with the chance that you get. Look what you do. You couldn't treat her better than no white dude. That's why she went to the white dude, because you couldn't do the job. Had you been a black man like me and did the job, she wouldn't have went to no white dude probably. We have told people, man, this is the problem I have with a lot of black community. We have told niggas for years, man, like y'all gonna have to start doing better, man. You're gonna have to start respecting and loving your people. And all we get is slander from Negroes. All we get is people want to do diss tracks on us. People want to make videos on us. They want to debate us. Negroes, we want to fight us. And then wonder why when you get a little money, you move out the city. You move out the hood. You get away from them. You turn your comments off, or you go around other ethnicities, or you go do something else. Because when you try to do something with your own people, look how niggas treat you. Look how they do you. And then when they want to come, well, God ain't forgot about his people. And then the Bible says there is no Jew or Greek. There is no like anybody. The Gentile can get in. The Bible is literally telling you like, yo, God ain't forgot about his people, but he's also telling the foreigners. He's also telling the other people you can get in on his grace. Because he knows his own stupid people won't do the right thing. White people think they superior because they got these white genes, whatever they think that is. And now niggas think they superior because they got the black genes. And everybody's doing this whole stupid stuff where now they think they better than the other ones. And then white people saying we ain't going to heaven. And now niggas saying they ain't going to heaven. And it's the same. It's like, dude, we need to stop this. For years, these black women, I told you black men, y'all better step up and do your job, man. You better do right. And y'all can't be men enough because you too insecure because you a woman yourself. So don't be surprised when she goes to another ethnicity of a man that treats her right. And now these niggas be the ones on Instagram along with the white men that's in there doing that. Then they be under her comments, mud shark, calling people mud sharks and swirlies and little derogatory words. Race mixing is an abomination. Ill. What's wrong? You couldn't find a black man. Like, they be like, well, yeah, was there nobody black to date? Was there nobody white that you could have dated? This is all they do. Some of you niggas ain't no better than the white man. Y'all all the same. And that's why I said, when I slap them, I'm going to slap y'all too. You all the same. Get them out the way and get y'all out the way. Who got time for this? And why you could have been bettering yourself for your black woman, you in they comments. You in they DMs. Being a nigga. Niggas we want to use, as I said, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, but there is some dudes that will talk to white women just to make black women mad, just to make them jealous. Want to use that old white girl card, and then when they do it to you, then it's not funny. Then the white girls don't even want you niggas anyways. That's why I think women be shocked when they meet me because they realize, like, I don't play them games. I'm not doing manipulation. I'm not doing no race baiting. Do you like me or not? Are you going to do the job or not, dude? Because if you ain't, I'm going to find somebody else that's going to do it. See, you don't play with me. You either do or you through. That's it. You do or you through. There's nothing else to say. Got an epidemic of black men, man, want to play this game. We ain't got the luxury right now as black folks to be doing this. We try to preserve and build our race. Or not necessarily like that, but I'm saying, but we trying to love our people, and we can't love our people, and you got people here playing games with them. Be in your case in your comments. Online harassing black women now. Mad at black women because she ain't choose him. You got the name to call. You got the nerve to call somebody a name. That's that's why I said if you're gonna stick up for our black people, man, we got to deal with this. Cause I'm getting tired of seeing this, dude. I'm getting real tired of seeing this. The battle between us. If you can't handle relationships, don't be in one. Stop crying because somebody don't want you either. It's not their fault. It's not their problem either. So I'm gonna get up off for y'all. I need to call it a night because I am getting a little sleepy. I'm getting tired. You know what I'm saying? I done gave y'all a lot of my energy today. I don't even know who's even still in here. I've been up all day, so I'm about to lay back, eat these hot wings. I forgot I just had those. See, I'm about to go eat those. Eat these hot wings, relax, and call it a night. I'll catch y'all some other time. Heard you got something from this. It is what it is. Whatever. Y'all have a great Friday night.